Hello, hello, everybody. How we doing? Are we ready for more Eleanor flippage? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing the way we are cutting through the lands of Gran Colombia? This is the first capital going down on our mission for a domination victory without ever being part of a war. It's exciting things happening. Are we feeling sexy tonight? Are we ready to go? You bring light in. Welcome, welcome, Corbacero. Corbacero wants to see a lot more pink. That's good. I think I can accommodate. I think we're gonna cut through Bogota. Let's get ourselves a little Valencia, party it up in Cali, and then we'll work. See, look, Cumania is already rebelling minus 7.4. We got a way into the Gilgabro Empire. We're soon gonna have the pyramids on lock, which will be great for us. Is there a Machu Picchu we can steal somewhere? Is this the Taj Mahal? We're about to steal the Taj Mahal. Well, that's good then, because remember yesterday when I built the aqueduct instead of the Taj Mahal down here? I'm glad that somebody else built it. Before we get started, Twitch, you're doing good. Prodigy, welcome in on YouTube. Is YouTube live today? There are people on YouTube. Remember yesterday when I had YouTube turned off for the first 90 minutes? So I was streaming to YouTube, but it was unlisted and no one on YouTube could watch. I'm already improving. We are all on a journey of self-improvement. Let's just get started. Let's just get into it. Let's just play some Civ 6. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to start sending trade routes that give me the most stuff. I don't want to overthink this. We're going to dominate. All right? We're already in a good position. Forbidden City going down. The only thing that'll hinder our progress is theater squares and the ability to move great works. But Bogota has a theater square, which is pretty rad. Guayaquil has a theater square, which is pretty rad. So I think we're going to have an easy way in over here. Breaking into the west looks like it's going to be harder. We're going to have to go Thessaloniki, Ankara, and then probably get... no, we got a theater square here. Probably get Hercules to slot one down here to just really start getting Constantinople, would be my guess. But we'll figure it out. Wait, there are people on YouTube? I hate to break this to you, you bring light in, but there are more people on YouTube than on Twitch. It's usually about double the audience watching on YouTube than on Twitch. And I think it has something to do with the fact that it notifies a lot of subscribers on YouTube. Like there's 25,000 subscribers on YouTube and 5,600 followers on Twitch. And so I think that you're just notifying a larger audience. So the per follow audience on Twitch is higher. But on YouTube, there's just the sheer amount of energy is higher. So we're just gonna have to, one day Twitch and YouTube will merge. One day somebody will watch on both and like comment on both and pretend to be two different people. It'll be like a Freaky Friday situation, but I'm not opposed to that. Bentega says hi from YouTube. See, I like how I'm facilitating a conversation across platforms here. I even split up the chats. I could probably find a way to merge them. But I even keep Twitch over here and YouTube. I want to have two separate parties happening at the same time. I'm nervous to bring you all together in the same place. What city is this? Hello? Guayaquil. Oh, I touched a button. That's all good. I thought my computer was going to explode. We got one archaeological museum just for vibes, but art museums are where the party's at. We need those great artist points. We also need more slots. So we'll do that. Hermitage slaps. Hermitage absolutely slaps. 4 great work of art slots in the middle of this nonsense. That's how you get down. Hermitage is how you knock out. So there's not a lot of production here, but I think you Hermitage this awful desert tile. Mr. Miata. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. 1 second. I'm gonna see if I can. Maybe I'll be able to see with my glasses. Do you think I'll be able to see with my glasses? Give me a second here. I want to be able to see the YouTube chat names. BRB. All right, in a Clark Kent Superman situation, I'm not even the same YouTuber anymore. This is my superhero form now. Now we're super VanBradley. What do we want to do? What's fun about this challenge is your capital city just immediately becomes the most pointless city that ever did exist. I don't really want more slots where the Bolshoi is, but I wouldn't mind getting the Wouldn't mind getting the points. The points are pretty rad. Patala Palace is pretty good. I think Bolshoi just kicking about on a marsh tile we don't care about is maybe the vibe I'm looking for. Like, potentially. We got the builder card in still, so let's get some production. Couple of mines and a lumber mill. That'll get Hermitage sorted. I'm a simple man. Easy production happening over here. Turtleneck, can't see without your glasses. Velma. I came here with Superman, and you threw back Velma. I think I need to quit. I'm quitting, chat. I'm quitting. I put myself out there as a superhero, and I got Velma. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. I'm happy to be Velma. I need an orange turtleneck, though. Give me Velma. Honestly, Velma, like, more attractive than Daphne. Let's be real. The nerds, the nerdy ones, hell yeah. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but in terms of in terms of attractiveness, I think Velma is a little more my speed, a little nerdier. Velma's watched the Lord of the Rings extended editions and likes them. That's all I'm saying. Maybe that's the way to my heart. I can reliably watch a Star Wars or a sport with Velma around. Right? If I wake up and watch Formula 1 on a Sunday morning, Velma's not going to care, but Daphne probably would. Do we want to put something here? It's a pretty fun tile. We need to get the Machu Picchu. I'm glad we're just right up to speed. I'm already talking about which Scooby-Doo character I'd like to be in a relationship with. Cheers for answering your question yesterday. No stress, Pete. I got you. I am a question answerer. I'm an oracle of knowledge, a font of knowledge, actually. Economic alliance. I'll take an alliance with anyone that isn't cultural. It means they won't spy on us, which is pretty nice. But cultural alliance will stop us from flipping their cities, which is less nice. Kumania at -6, Cali at 5-9. We're killing the game. No one can stop us. We are unbeatable. We are absolutely unbeatable. Let's get some great works of art up in Guayaquil. Baroness is helpful, but I think we're kind of moving up this way. We got to move some to Guayaquil, maybe from Baroness. One turn for Marseille. Where's Marseille? Oh, yeah. Let's get them out of Marseille and up to Guayaquil next turn. All right. I can do that. Give me a camp. I'll take that. Let's sell some goods. I don't need any of this, so, like, whatever you want to... Oh, hell yeah. 233 and 15 every turn. That's a deal. Cool. Good stuff. Let's be watchful about the wonders, because we missed Taj Mahal yesterday. Don't worry. Loved your Civ 7 video. Very cool. You got early access. It's making it hard to stream Civ 6. I'm not going to lie. I got home from work today, and I played like 30 turns of Civ 7. And then I was like, I said I was going to stream Civ 6 tonight. And now I'm here. I would never give you up or let you down. I would never betray you like that. Mass media, mobile, conservation is pretty right. Let's get a national park. Can I tell you what wonders are linked to civs? I could, but I don't know. Like, it would require me to open up the game and actually, like, look at it, and I can't do that at the moment. If you put a post on, like, r/civ, I'm sure somebody can help you out. I can help you out later. Like, it's not anything about the game from before the modern age we can talk about. So as long as they are the civs and the leaders from before the modern age, we're able to, like, figure it out and get you where you need to go. Now, we have Kilwa, so this Suze is going to pop off. I mean, it added 40 per turn, which isn't so bad. I'm not trading any great works. No. No. Non-starter. All right. I'm just going to pre-find out if my heart's broken. No, we're good. Forbidden City's coming in next turn. That'll give us the policy slot so we can leave Patala Palace. I do want the Diplo slot. That's pretty cool. I think the best use of my effort here is going to be an industrial zone for some engineer points. I mean, it just simply does not matter that much because we are just going to roll over anyway. I don't want to get rid of the farm triangle because I think it looks nice. I know that's a dumb reason not to. Maybe just get like a +4 holy site over in these mountains. That looks pretty. We're in the era of our Civ 6 career where we're just making things look pretty. We're just beauty building, and they call it nano. 57 turns for the Hermitage. Pretty rad. Oh, culture victory is going to be inevitable. Don't worry. Guess who turned off all the other victories? I'm not messing around. I want a domination victory. I'm not doing none of that culture stuff. We are using art as a weapon. Oh, I meant to move some stuff to Gaia Kill. We're not being perfectly efficient, but we are moving quickly. Marsai to Gaia Kill.
The whole palace.
All right, I'm gonna let you watch it. Chat gets mad at me if I don't let them watch the animations.
Everything in the 4 directions suspend.
Oh, I have a question for you. Do you prefer these animations, where it consistently builds the entire wonder, or do you prefer the Civ 7 ones where they come in like blocks, where it's like spinning around and you get like 3 or 4 big chunks of build? I think both are cool. I meant to mention it in my review, but obviously cut it for time because it's irrelevant on the whole. But I'm still figuring it out. Because the sound, like, Ramoxes, welcome on in. What I like about this is it feels like you can see the whole construction. What I like about the 4 building blocks is it just has this, like, weight to it. Like, when you build a wonder, you get to sit there and really feel the... I don't know, it's like 4, like, the audio cue changes, and it's like 4 big, like, bursts of energy. And so, I just don't know how to feel, is what I'm saying. Kumanya's -10. Cali's -6.6. We're doing God's work over here. Now, Rapa Nui, yeah, you don't have the... Pagoda's next turn. I think we can probably stop with the entertainment complex project in Amboise. Like, we're not flipping Kish, Iridu, or Vilnius at the moment. And we don't even want to flip Vilnius at the moment because we're getting that sweet, sweet culture kill wall bonus, but we only have 2... Oh, hello, Art Museum. We only have 2 culture city-states, so we're kind of happy Vilnius is hanging out. I wouldn't mind the arena. We borked it with the industrial, or with the Coliseum, though. I think a neighborhood here might be helpful, to be honest, but let's get another trade route first. Oh, yeah, we borked the entertainment complex placement, too. That's okay. I'll put the commercial hub here, and then Rapa Nui can get an entertainment complex between the 2 theater squares. That's no problem. We want to build the spy in the Victor city, so let's move Victor up to Cartagena. We got Embrasure, and Victor only takes 3 turns, so it should time that this spy has a free promo. Free policy card from the Forbidden City. Kyle J! It is so good to see your name back in chat, my man. Just so good. Highlight of my day yesterday. Highlight, other than someone from 2K emailing me and signing off their email with yeehaw, that was the highlight of my day. Anyone who emails me and signs off their email with yeehaw, just perfect. 12, 12, 12, and 12 is not bad. What's fun is that none of this matters. So like that. No, great musician points. That's pretty funny. Let's do that. No, what did I take out? No wonders? No. Symphonies and Farage. Do we even need Whistle Banking? That's worse. Let's go. Let's get some yields. All right, there we go. Cool. We're partying. We're vibing. I don't really care about chateaus. Give me some production. But that's in Rapa Nui, though, yeah? Yeah, too far away for Gaia Kill. Okay, mine it is. That took 5 turns off of it. Gonna miss the completeness of 6 going back to a base game, but you're ready for something new? I'd say that's pretty much what it feels like, to be honest. There's a really good review, actually, that I think is probably about where I'm gonna land. I think he just got there a little quicker than I did. It's by 4 Extraordinaire on YouTube. It's an overall, like, positive preview. I'd say the overall level of positivity is the same as mine. He does a much better job than I did, though, of going over some of the aspects that are a little more annoying or tedious or that need a little bit of work, I think. And so I think if you watch I've watched them all, and it was a good combination with mine. Like, I think if you watched my 1-hour preview and 4 Extraordinaire's, like, 40-minute preview as, like, one unit, that's, like, the perfect double whammy to give you all the info you need early on, I think. I think currently I'm probably closer to 50 hours now because I've added another 4 or 5 hours. And I think I'm overall very positive as a first impression so far. Like, I'm still having a great time. I think it does likely fall into the category of like it's still a base game. There's lots to work and improve on. I will say though, it's better than my first impression of 6 was. Like Civ 6, I bought it. I played it for about 30, 40 hours. I put it down for a bit. I waited for a couple of you know what I mean? Like, I pretty immediately got that feeling of I'm going to enjoy this, but I got to wait a little while to really enjoy it. Right now, my feeling is like I'm currently enjoying this, and I can see all the ways in which it could be improved, which is a much better headspace to be in. We got our first capital, everybody. So yeah, I think watching 4, if you watch my preview and 4 Extraordinaires preview, if you have the time, I think those 2 previews like combined is a great double whammy. Like, that gives you tons of info, and they're both positive previews, so like they'll both get you hyped up for the game, but I think both together give you a really good mix of opinions on a few things. The one thing I'm going to struggle with is I'm interested to see what other people's reviews are going to be when the review embargo lifts, because I'm such an easy target. Like, I'm so easy to please. Like, if I go see a movie, it could be like The Human Centipede, and I'll be like, hey, it was worth $12. Like, is that a good movie? No, but they sure shot their shot. And right, like, I'm just such an easy please. And so like your game would really have to suck for me to like not give it a reasonable review. And so I'm interested to see what kind of harsher critics have to say. It's like when I watch TV and you go to Alan Sepinwall's reviews. It's like, I watch TV like someone who just enjoys television. I'm like, oh yeah, the 57th episode of Love Island was pretty good. It was a good hour of my life, you know what I mean? And then Alan Sepinwall comes along and just like destroy, like he's so hard to please. You're like, oh, okay, we just come at this in 2 very different ways. Appreciate your insight on the subreddit. I'm doing my best. I had taken some time off work when the preview launch was, just to make sure I didn't break any embargoes by accident. I'm really afraid of Take-Two jail. And so I really want to make sure I stay out of it. Borderlands is coming out this year. And my hope is that if I don't break any rules by accident with the Civ 6 stuff, I'll be able to play Borderlands early. We really loved this VanBradley and how much thought and effort he put into his preview. Maybe he would also like to put thought and effort in preview into Borderlands 4. Like, maybe I would. And so I'm trying to stay out of Take-Two jail. Potato in Take-Two jail, probably. I doubt it. See, that's the thing. I don't think they could afford to put Potato in Take-Two jail. Like, he's like God to the 4X community. Like, here's the thing. You could give 100 people with YouTube channels preview access, and they could review your game, like Civilization. You could go, if me and Bose and Ursa Ryan and the Game Mechanic and all of these other people reviewed Civ 7 and the reviews were awesome, and then Potato reviewed it and the review was bad, and the overall opinion in the community would be like, hey, it's bad. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you can afford to put Potato in Take-Two jail. He's like, if what your goal is to like market the game via previews and reviews, you just got to get Potato in, and he's going to say what he's going to say. Yeah, I think Potato is above the law a little bit. All right, let's go trader here. I want to fill out my trade routes. We have enough for more. We're just going to inherit a bunch of trade routes too as we take commercial hubs and stuff. Let's go Kabul. That's pretty fun. Extra unit experience on all these wars we're fighting. Okay, we got another great writer. Oh my god, we have so much room. Oh, beautiful. So are these cities going down soon? 18? I think the answer is yeah. Kumanya's going down in 2. 1. Kumanya's next turn. Kumanya has a theater square. So I'll just put it in Cartagena, and then we'll move them up to Kumanya next turn. Can I kill you with something? Screw it. I'm buying a... Oh, well, I thought you'd spawn in the city, so that's like 3 turns away from dying now. Well, that was dumb. Your trade routes to your own cities gain 0.5 gold for each... Whatever. I don't care. I would rather use it not knowing what it does than have to read all that text. It's too much text. I'm a simple man. I was elected to lead, not to read. Kumanya! The only thing that's a little annoying about this strategy is they have to keep all the cities. And so we just have a lot of cities to manage. Okay, now it's flipping back because our loyalty is not pressuring it, but I got this. Watch this. There we go. We got an old god obelisk in there now. Can I get some heroes back? Let's get Himiko back. I will use you for envoys, but we'll just get you in for loyalty ATM. Let's get a governor in there. A little Reina action up in Kumanya. There we go. Increasing 3.7. And then we get a couple of great works from Guayaquil or Cartagena. Yeah, there we go. A couple of great works of writing up there. And then that's just gonna... We're trying to take down It's plus 17, so unlikely. Maybe we just leave it then. If we're not gonna get or Kish this era, then we kind of want to leave them and move things back down to try and take out this area here. Where are we at in Thessaloniki? Plus 6. Like, this feels achievable a little bit. Because I feel like Kumanya is as far as we're going to break in at the moment. Once we get the art... I mean, once we get the art museum here. Because Papayan is going to go. Cali's going to go. Oh, boy, this is tough. All right, what district do we want? Oh, definitely a campus next to a fissure. 500 science for each natural wonder. What are my options? Ooh, double envoy. Sexy. Where are my natural wonders at? 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. So 2 is the most. Boop. Either you die an Eleanor hater or live long enough to do a peaceful domination challenge. I live long enough. How can we activate musicians after building a broadcast center? What is the next suitable building for musicians? I have no idea. We'll figure it out. There's some wonders that take musicians. I'm not going to lie. I'm not really well versed in the great musician game. We're going to learn together today. This is a learning stream. We're all learning. If your spy is in home territory, enemy spies in your lines operate at 1 level below usual. That should stop all of the miscellaneous spycraft that might happen against us. All of the filthy, treasonous spycraft that we'll be dealing with. I do like the idea of an entertainment complex. I like the idea of a commercial hub. I also vibe with the idea of a neighborhood. I just think our citizens deserve housing. It's a hot take in this day and age. I'm really putting myself out there against the flow of 2025, but I'm here to manifest what I want in the world. Let's get another hero so we can get a relic at some point. Because those relics go anywhere. What would be funny? I mean, maybe that's not even worth it. Let's just chop this out for a commercial hub. Or do we want to do an industrial zone? Nah, maybe not. I mean, we might as well just get one and delete one for the relic. Who do we hate the most, chat? Your options are Arthur, Beowulf, Hippolyta, Maui, Mulan, and Wukong. Who do you hate the most? We'll buy and delete that one. I want everyone to single out the hero they hate. Oh, HelloFresh texted me. Too bad I skipped this week because I won't be here. Lamau will be at work. Sorry, HelloFresh. You don't play with heroes. That's all good. All right. All right, YouTube hates Arthur the most. So we're getting rid of Arthur. YouTube hates Arthur the most. Sorry, Arthur. Sucks to suck, buddy. Should have been cooler. What are the odds we actually get Hermitage at this rate? 37 turns? We knocked 20 off of it. This barb is... Whoa! Genero Core. It's going to die in next turn. Minus 20 is just obscene. Minus 20 is just rude. Oh, we can get a builder here. Yeah, let's build up Caracas. Oh, University of Sancor. Why not? Vibes. Do we have a theater square, though? Sorry, if we don't have a theater square, then that's priority number 1. Oh, but we'll just get... We don't have the population yet. No stress. We'll get Hercules back to build that theater square. Oh, yeah. Give me that workshop. I want the sweet, sweet engineer points. Okay, we're chopping you out. Bonk. Then we're going to put down the commercial hub. There we go. Look at that. VB is playing smart. The worst thing that could happen is Pingala gets taken out because they're providing a lot of great person points, so we'll just counter spy there. Himiko's helping with loyalty, but we're at +3 now, so head to Nalanda and get that under our control. Sure, dude. Good deal. All right. Oh, not in our empire. We don't care. Oh, another golden age. Look at us go. I didn't even realize the age was changing because I'm definitely paying attention. Valencia. Have we almost eliminated him? Yeah, next turn. My man. Yeah, we're leading, baby. Domination. All right, lots of dark ages. Still a golden age for Gilgabro, but we'll move on to Adrianople. All right, no monumentality anymore. Kind of sucks. Traders cannot be plundered. Production towards wonders. That's pretty rad. Let's produce some wonders. Minus 7.7 in Thessaloniki, and we're not even set up for it, so vibes are good. Vibes are really good. Minus 5. We're just going to roll over him now. Watch this. Okay, no. Yeah, it kind of stinks that we don't have... Ooh, let's get Hercules back and put down a theater square. In Valencia. Perfect. Oh, I wanted... Why are you running? Who gave you that idea? I clearly wanted you to go... It's even still highlighting the city centers. What are we talking about? Hercules, I sent... Whatever. I wanted you to teleport. I didn't want you to run, you idiot. Let's go theater square here. Entertainment complex. And oh, we already got one. The city already has one. Where is it? Oh, that's not so bad. We can make that work. We'll keep this mine then. It's a nice mine. Let's go +3 industrial zone. I want those points. Do we do the old walls? No. No walls. There we go. Factories, baby. 389 GPT. Cool. Good stuff. So we're not getting it over here. We're good here, though. So let's get some more great works. We want Cartagena, Baranaz, Marseille to be full. Oh, my goodness. I really wish there was a... Is there... Hold up. Before we continue, is there a mod that makes the great work screen easier to figure out? I'm going to look on Steam quick. Library. Civilization 6. Currently running. Workshop. There's got to be a way to make that screen just filter by city. I could never recover from the game modes I always play with them. I always play with them because they're just more fun. Sucratax Notre Dame. Maybe that would be a fun wonder. Okay. Great work. Let's just search that and see what happens. Great works viewer. White and Nerdy has added it to his favorites. What does this mean? Improves the great works view by sorting by building type to get similar works close to each other. Expand view to your screen size. Filter on work slot type. Theming helper. I mean, okay. Subscribe. I've subscribed. Let's go enable it. my goodness. Look at all these mods we're not using. Enable. Cool. We're going back in. All right, remember, friends, you bought me this PC. I used all of the Twitch and YouTube money from a significant portion of time to get this computer. This speed is what you paid for. However fast this is what you're paying for.
And today, you are on the brink of transforming those legends into a reality. With flight and new forms of communication, you can create a small and intimate.
Is that good or bad? Worth your money? Who knows? Oh my god, I'm already in love. Oh, beautiful. How on earth is this not the default?
Let me not then.
No, do not show me the Iliad. No vertical. No, I want vertical expansion. Are you crazy? Is this all our great works, though? No, this is art. Oh, how do I get to all of it? No, I don't want... What have I done? How do I get back to the default screen? Chat, I'm struggling. All right, well, it doesn't matter. We're going to go writing. So we want to move Cumania, Rapa Nui, Amboise. We want Caracas, Cartagena, Marseille to be full. Caracas, Cartagena, Marseille. So yeah, Caracas. Yeah, let's fill up that. Rapa Nui to Caracas is full now. That's okay. Yeah, View Gallery just shows me the Iliad, so. Cartagena, Marseille. Baranas is also close enough. Pagoda's kind of close enough. You go to Pagoda. That's maybe as good as we're going to do Amboise. Not really close enough. I think that might be as good as we're going to do with that. Okay, art. Now we go to art. Marseille is fine. We keep Marseille. I think maybe that's as good as we're going to do for now. So that's okay. All right, good enough. We downloaded that whole mod for no reason yet, but one day there will be a reason. And we will have... Oh, no, I wanted to use you. Lumber mill. Oh, yeah, get a market, get an arena. Why not? We got nothing else to do. All right, we killed the barb, so now you're pretty useless, to be honest. Oh, we got to choose our ability again? Oh, my God. Next time, remember to get me to do this at the beginning of a turn, not at the end of a turn. Oh, we didn't. Never mind. We're all good. I was just making stuff up. Did we delete him? Is he gone? No, he has one more city. Oh, he's got one more city up on the top right. Oh, we're keeping Cali. Oh, Cali's got coal, baby. Nice. All right, get your little butt up here. Theater Square. Oh, we're getting the two sides. The two sides of the entertainment complex. Look at that. We are churning through this culture tree. Fascism, communism, or democracy? We have to pick. We want to pick pretty quickly, though, because that gives us more great work slots. So, probably democracy. Yep. Definitely democracy. Oh, do I have to pick a red one? I just don't care about the red ones. Colonial taxes. That feels pretty good. Sure. We're still building Hermitage. Oh! The cultists are going to pop off, aren't they? All right, sorry, Arthur. I know we got you for the relic. But the cultists will absolutely pop off now because they give us relics. And they'll flip Thessaloniki more quickly. Bruh. I hadn't actually thought through the cultist game. Plus 0.02, not on my watch. I can't afford another cultist yet. We're coming for you, though. Don't worry. The cultists are on their way. If you think you're avoiding the cults, you are incorrect, sir.
You and I come by road.
There we go. Thessaloniki going down. It's going to take a while to get a cultist there. Can I buy one now? Oh, I sure can. You are absolutely hooped. All right, let's get that relic to a better place. Cartagena, not where we want to go. Marseille's probably... Oh, that's... Oh, it doesn't fit heroic relics. That's okay, just normal ones. It's okay, we're going to cultist our way to fill all the relic slots, so no stress. Let's actually... No, we'll keep the Great Writers in there for now. I lied. We'll wait until that's done. Research labs will be pretty cool. We can go for the Guard Imperials on the way. We're not in a rush. I think we've got this game in the bag, everybody. I don't want to call it too early. Anything can still happen, but... I get a feeling we're doing okay. A camel emoji just came into YouTube chat and only put a camel emoji in it. Which is very funny. More art! Huzzah! Hooray! Oh, you're screwed now, Adrianople. Oh boy, are you screwed now. You hardly had a shot to begin with, but you're in the mud. Let's go Holy Site, and then it'll protect, 3 different districts. What are we doing over here? How am I going to flip you?
All the best
It'd be cool to own the whole map, but these ones might be hard. Where is your capital? Oh, it's over here. You got an awful start, my man. Absolutely dreadful. Okay, university. Oh, definite neighborhood. Yeah. I want no amenities left. I want everyone to have housing. Just a trader passing through. Well, a camel emoji. I appreciate you. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Oh, you're blocking me with a builder? Yeah, that's right. Minus 1.3. I can help with that. I can already buy another cultist as well. Bruh. These relics are great because you can move them to every city you take because they'll all have monuments, or like monuments are really easy to get. Minus 10, that just feels so bad if you're Thessaloniki. Or good, because it means their citizens want to join us. So really what we're doing is helping out the people. They want to come. We built the Louvre. They want to come to the Louvre. That's not my fault. It is not my fault that they want to show up at the Louvre and have a good time. So I decided to put an industrial zone down, but forgot that that meant that I couldn't also get a theater square. So we're kind of just hanging out with Hercules for a minute.
If you will be so good, and thus it is flowers.
Oh my god. This is pretty fun. You could probably make like a sound bit for like a song with this.
Swear not by the moon. Doubt if you will, but the truth is that which I have.
Doubt if you will, but the truth is that which I have told. You need to be more hyped up, Sean Bean. Get me hyped, baby. We're playing Civ 6. I want to be hyped up. Uh-oh, Santa Marta. Can we just leave him with Santa Marta? Oh, nope. We're getting it next turn. Is he gone? Top right watch. Watch this profile. We might have eliminated someone entirely, which is just rude, if you ask me. We're about to get this coal, so I'm just going to stand here. Builder. What do they want you to build? Nothing in particular. Just kind of vibe out. Get some lumber mills, maybe. Bad Tabira. Sure. Sure, yeah. Why not? Oh, 15 gold to sell. 20 gold per turn. Hey, he's gone. We got him. F's in chat for Gran Colombia. And we got Bolshoi Theater, so that's more points.
Enchantment.
That's more great artist points. We're not really doing it.
Many worlds vibrate with graceful dances.
We're not really doing it for the slots. We're doing it for the points, remember? Huzzah. We did get to eliminate him for the 6th era score as well. That's really funny. Look at that Taj Mahal we stole coming in clutch for us. I do want this extra faith now that we're getting cultists. Symphonies can come out. I don't care about great musicians at the moment. Oh, has our industrial zone already been merged in with another card? No? Yeah? Where's our industrial zone? Oh yeah, it's part of campus now. I don't know if I care about 5 faith that much. Industrial zones being good is pretty good. Here, I'll get 2 science for Renaissance walls or academies or whatever that is. All right, Santa Marta. You're part of the empire now. Get your coal. Here, just as a token of good faith, we'll get you an old god obelisk and an arena. Just for funsies, work on a bread and circuses. Start spreading that loyalty.
Villains.
Villains! Villains all! All right, minus 10. What are we at? 73. Good. Good. There's a relic. Oh, it's getting bad. Okay, you're going to Ankara. It's getting bad. So once we start acquiring relics, we're going to have to move them into the right spots. Get the Great Works of Writing out of there and into amphitheaters. Speaking of which, hold up a second. Hercules, I got a job for you. Oh, I don't care about Santa Marta, though. Adrianople's where we're going for the next theater square, yeah. Okay, you're coming back down here. I need you in Thessaloniki, Ankara. We're just moving our way into all the opals. This is the start of our new Gerard Butler movie franchise. The Opals Have Fallen. I don't know if you've seen the first couple in the series. First one's good. The rest are kind of mid. But they're novel. They're a fun romp. Thessaloniki! Oh, eat my shorts. You thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? No. I am respectful. All right. Nate, what's up? I look distinguished? No, I don't. I got like 1 strand of hair that's just not sticking to my head. And I wish it did. This turtleneck is also way too big for me. It's hugging the neck nice, but it's hugging the waist not nice. So I look like I'm wearing like, it's too big. It's just like, I feel like I'm swimming in it, you know? Build 4 sewers. No, I don't want democracy to, I want my people to vote, but not to poop. Like, we're drawing harsh lines here. We can't afford to. They've already got an art museum. Oh, happy days. Oh, happy days. Have we got some work we can do here? All right, well. Let's get to moving. Amboise, Rapa Nui, and Paris. We got to get stuff out of there. Amboise, Rapa Nui, and Paris. Oh yeah, Rapa Nui's got 3 things. Get them to Thessaloniki. Perfect. Amboise has nothing on the art side. Let's go to the writing side. Yeah, Thessaloniki on the writing side. We'll Carcass on that side. Let's get it going in there. Good. Oh, we got a music slot now for Bolshoi. So we have a great musician, I think. Relics. So that needs to be a heroic relic. This one's in Cali, but let's get it to Thessaloniki as well. So that's a good amount of pressure now on the other cities in the area. And then what else do we want to do here? Let's just click stuff. I don't think any of it matters. Oh, Broadway's pretty rad. I don't know if this is a good Broadway city, but like I like the wonder. Let's just try. Like the one thing I know for sure is if we don't try to build it, we're not going to. Let's get an alliance back here for those trade routes to be worth something. None of this matters because we are going to destroy him when he's in a dark age. A 13-turn Ruhr Valley just kind of feels good. Makes me a little less upset that I missed out in the Taj Mahal in that city. Are you out of charges? You are. Ooh, a settler. Unfortunate. That'd be funny if it was a Grand Colombian settler that got stolen and now he's eliminated. Adrianople's at -18 now. Constantinople's at +31. Antioch is only +3.9 though. So like, we got some good cultist energy coming through. Because once we get Adrianople, it's another +1. Plus the theater score we're about to put down with Hercules. So I mean, this is going great. You'd argue London Has Fallen is a better movie than the first. That's fair. It's been a while since I've watched them. You know what sticks with me from the first? How wildly hilarious the lady who plays the Secretary of Defense is. Like when there's the scene underground when she's being like dragged by her hair or whatever, and it's so freaking funny. And like the way the actress plays, it's like she knows she's in a stupid Gerard Butler movie, and like completely just goes all in to be in a stupid Gerard Butler movie. And I just, yeah. The lady who plays the Secretary of Defense, real standout in Olympus Has Fallen.
While I know.
Didn't Gerard Butler, what role did Gerard Butler have that was like a real worldy of a role? It was some kind of romance movie or whatever, but he was really good in it. And then he kind of just got stuck in all these. -11, wow. Kind of just got stuck. I mean, he's having a good career, obviously. He's probably super wealthy. But he just kind of gets stuck in these kind of B movies where it's like they're good watches, but they're not good movies.
For a machine to run smoothly.
That's probably where you want to be as an actor, though. Unless you're like Timmy Chalamet, where you're like actually just taking good roles to go for Oscars. Not the way Bradley Cooper does it, though. The way Timmy Chalamet does it. Like, just be typecast as the only person who can do the thing you do, and then you get to be in all of the movies with that thing. Is it The Ugly Truth? There is a movie with Gerard Butler. Gerard Butler filmography that I really like his performance in. Olympus Has Fallen was 2013. I do like 300, although the problem with 300 is that it's distinctly not Gladiator. That's the problem with 300. Oh God, Plane. I watched Plane in 2023 because there was no other movies because of the pandemic. It was fine. Is it The Ugly Truth or is it P.S. I Love You? Geostorm! Yo, if y'all haven't seen what's funny is if you listen to the podcast, How Did This Get Made? Since Geostorm came out, their intro is like, Geostorm! And it's so funny. That movie's awful. Yeah, it might be P.S. I'd have to watch them because I don't remember which one it is. P.S. I Love You or The Ugly Truth. I'm sad that I can't remember which movie's which, but it's one of those. What else is he in? I'm just going to take a look at some photos quick. I know no one cares about this, but that's why it's my stream. I don't think it's P.S. I Love You. It might be P.S. I Love You. Maybe I should just figure this out. I think it is P.S. I Love You because Hilary Swank's in it. And I think that's the one. It's not that the movie's great. It's that I like his performance. Anyways. I think it might be P.S. I Love You, where I like his performance. But I'll have to look at it at some point at a later date. Because that's not what's important is flipping cities, not flipping hearts and minds with Gerard Butler. That is not what we're doing. I think we need here's a pitch. Let me pitch you a movie. Love Square. So like Challenger style where everybody likes everybody. Pedro Pascal, Paul Mescal, and Gerard Butler. And then who do we put in as the woman? And then she just has to choose which one, but they're all trying to choose each other. Like that would be a fun movie. Like if when they did, what was the Titanic movie that was awful? Like it was all the success of Titanic, but it was about Pearl Harbor. I think Matt Damon's in it or whatever. It's an awful, awful, awful movie. But like the idea is like we're going to do Titanic, but it's Pearl Harbor and it's gross. It's awful, but there's a love triangle in it. I think if you extrapolate that to a square, add an extra corner. Here it is. Take the triangle, it becomes a square. Add a little challengers to it. And then you cast Gerard Butler, Paul Mescal, and Pedro Pascal in it. And you're just doing the best movie ever. Was it called Pearl Harbor? Maybe. I can't imagine a worse pitch for a movie. Titanic, but it's Pearl Harbor. Like, oh my god. It was just called Pearl Harbor. Okay. All right. I think Gilgamesh have 50% fewer grievances on a matter of principle. Actually, we're principled streamers. Brought to you by Michael Bay. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Challengers Love Square. See, I need to pitch movies. I got into the wrong industry with streaming. I need to get into screenplays. New Deal rocks. I need to get into screenplays because that's the kind of shit we're talking about. 6 and 6? 50, oh no, 24 and 6. Give me the faith. Oh, give me 19 of those bad boys. I got enough gold. I don't have enough faith. All right, Thessaloniki, get me a cultist. We just need to start getting these relics moving on in. Okay, you're going to block me with this builder. That's probably pretty smart, to be honest. All I have to do is finance the movie, easy peasy. All right, someone gift a sub. That'll be the start. I'll go to the bank, and I'll say, after I said this, someone like gifted a few subs. So we got $10. And that's a start. Now, I think we can do some tier C investing, like fundraising, if we just get enough Twitch subs to start the production. If I can have enough Twitch subs and YouTube memberships gifted to pay the cheapest of those 3 actors to be on board, then maybe we got a movie. I don't think I need to build anything in you for the rest of the game. All right, what are we doing here? Commercial hub? Yeah, I think we go Theater Square Entertainment Complex in Ankara to start busting down the loyalty wall of Constantinople. Perfect, 12.1. You are going to block me, aren't you? Well, what's funny is it's my city next turn anyway, so eat my shorts. Am I still taking Civ 7 questions? Of course. I don't want anyone to be denied access to publicly available information just because they don't have a YouTube channel. Like, that really sucks. Like, I'm happy I got access. I'm here to answer people's questions. Okay, I'm going around the long way, Mr. Builder. You stink. I'm also just buying a new one. Haha. Yoinked that, didn't you? You're trapped now. All right, we get Old God Obelisk, because then we can put a relic there. Oh, there's an industrial zone here? Oh my god, no shot. Okay, well, we're doing that. And then, Hercules, get your patootie. What happened down here? All right, Volcano, I see you. Hercules gets over here, because we don't have the population. We don't have the population. By God, okay. Okay, we need a builder then. Let's build. You still play the vanilla version of this game? That would be a fun... Would you watch that YouTube video if I made it? Like, just before Civ 7 comes out, I play a game of vanilla Civ 6? That would be so jarring. I'd cry, I think. I'm trying to wrap my head around the difference between rural and urban tiles. How do they even work? Oh, something I can show you in Civ 6. All right, so when you start, you're going to have all your tiles. Take all these tiles. There's nothing on them, right? Pretend these farms aren't here. Let's go here. Let's go right here. These 3 tiles, nothing's on them. They are neither rural or urban, right? So we start with nothing. They are neither rural or urban tiles, all right? When your city grows, you will get the opportunity to put tile improvements down. This replaces the builders. So as your city grows, you will put tile improvements down. When you put a tile improvement, so a mine or a farm or a lumber mill, we're talking Civ 6 here, but in this game, these are the tile improvements. This farm here, this farm here, this mine here, this mine here, these are rural improvements. So it makes the tile a rural tile because it's a tile improvement going on top of it. All right? If we put a building on top of it, so this theater square, or if we put a granary here, it's hard because some of the buildings go in the city center in Civ 6, but this would be an urban tile because we've put a building there, right? And then if your urban tile has 2 buildings, then it's a quarter. I hope that was a helpful explanation, but that's how they work. So they start with nothing. Tile improvements equals rural. Building improvements equals urban. 2 building improvements on the same tile equals quarter. There might be slightly wrong depending on the circumstances, but that's like mostly the vibe. That's very helpful. No worries, man. Always here to help. Recently found your channel, like the content you've been putting out. That's great. I crave attention. So y'all are doing God's work and giving me my attention that I crave. I appreciate that. Anchor is going down. I really hope to be able to continue. Like that, I think with Civ 6, I got in at a good time during the pandemic. Genuinely concerned I won't be able to keep up the momentum for 7 because I have to start where everyone else is. Like the early access has been really helpful, but I do worry a little bit that if I don't get in there and I'm not able to kind of play at deity level or have all the answers people want pretty early on, if there's someone else that does, like I think it's going to be a real who's who of who has figured out Civ 6 or Civ 7 the most when the game launches. So we'll see. I like that you have urban adjacents to each other to create the sprawling city aesthetics. Yeah. I will abandon you. Kyle, it's so good to have you back. Like, where did you go, man? Like, just doesn't comment for 20 minutes. Says he'll abandon me. Perfect. Wonderful. Yeah, and then so that's a good point. You sprawl out from the middle. So it's like your cities always start this big, and then every time you put down an improvement, they grow, like they culture bomb. And so if you want to put a building out here, you've got to put a building here, then a building here, then a building. Like you have to sprawl your way out. And what's really nice about that is it creates this chemistry between buildings and quarters, because you always have to decide, do I want to put, like I've put a building here, do I want to put another building on top to create a quarter, or do I want another building out here, which doesn't create the quarter, but does create more building tile options? Like I find it to be quite dynamic. I haven't fine-tuned the strategy, and I'm sure as the game gets expanded with DLC and whatnot, there'll be more adjacencies and more buildings and more stuff to do. But I'm still learning it, and I found it to be quite dynamic. We're going to want to chop this tile pretty soon. Yeah, the only thing that really sucks about the city planning mini game, and if you watch 4 Extraordinaire's preview, he says the same thing, is like there's just no pinning. Like I have no way to learn the adjacencies easily because there's no map pins. And then separately from that, like I need map pins because I need someone to mod in the map pin modifiers. Do you remember when we all learned how to play Civ 6 without the map pin modifiers? Like what were we doing?
Always trying to rub
Yeah, no pinning has made it hard. Specifically, the wonders have been difficult. All right, do you have the population for a theater square? You do. Okay, Hercules is coming down, but good news, friends. We can already do bread and circuses, so Constantinople is going to get flopped. All right, now we get some cultists into Antioch. Then we get some cultists up here into Constantinople. Cries in PlayStation player. I'm sorry, you're a PlayStation player. I will say, though, I could be totally wrong. I don't think I am, though. I think the Civ 7 UI is going to absolutely slap for console players. There's no evidence for that, and I have not played it on console. However, the UI design seems like ready-made for console players, and I'm really happy, because PC players, if it's not optimized for us, but we can get some UI mods, everyone wins. Like the PC players, if they try even just a little bit hard, can find the UI that works for them. But console players get a UI that's not hot garbage for a controller. And what that does is it expands the Civ community. And if I'm pro anything, it's making the Civ community a little bit bigger and bringing more people in. And so like I think the Civ 7 UI is going to be abrasive for PC players. And there'll be a little bit of whinging going on. But I think the console players are going to be like, oh, thank God. Like, this is a game made for consoles as well. Like, it's not just tacked on. I remember manually typing +2, +4 on pins, yeah. What mod is this? It's called extended map tax or expanded map tax or something, additional map tax, where it's like if I put a campus here, it tells me what it's going to give me. So it's... Well, I have a pretty good idea just from memory at this point, but it's good to learn. Like, if you're learning a game, having something that tells you what it's going to give you is informative. Same with the policy cards. Like, it's good to know that this is giving you 19, and this is giving you 19, and this is giving you 55. Because once you know what it's giving you, you can reverse engineer how you got there and learn something, right? Like now that I know this is giving me 19, I can be like, oh, so I'm getting 19 holy site adjacency. I must have put my holy sites in good places. Let's go see where I put my holy sites. So I know, you know what I mean? Like you can reverse engineer that information into learning, which is why I like them. Glad to be back. Wasn't in a great place for a while, but keep moving forward. That's all you can do. That's all you can do is move forward. Every day that's already happened is behind you. The only ones left are ahead of you, so you might as well soldier on through them. Seems really beneficial. Yeah. I mean, look, they weren't even available for Civ 6 forever, right? It's clearly not something the devs want you to be able to do. They clearly don't care that you do it. I don't think it'll ever be implemented. Like, I think it'll be mod only. But I still miss them. Yeah, we're going Theater Square here. Have we breached Constantinople yet? My plus 8 points. So we've knocked about 20 loyalty. Amazia's going down. We can definitely get Thessalonica and Ankara going a little bit more. Let's go to writing and get, yeah, Thessalonica. Where? Oh, we got Thessalonica full already. What's the Ankara is the one we want. Do we have anything in Ankara yet? Ankara. Do you not have a Old God Obelisk, Ankara? Oh, silly me. My apologies, Ankara. I'm leaving you behind. Alright, are you almost done relicking it up? You sure are. Beautiful. Ooh, we're starting to get Portugal too a little bit. Look at that, plus 5 over here. Yeah, we'll chip away at Antioch because they're growing, but by less than 10, so that's good. Okay, let's get... Okay, where... No, just regular relics. Let's make sure... Oh, we don't have enough to nearly to fill up everything yet. So we still got tons of room. I'm getting a 5090 so that I can Civ 7 at 420 with ray tracing on. That's a choice. I've got a 4090, which at the time I bought it like 3 or 4 months ago was the best one. It's fun to already be aged off the top. Really humbling. I don't think the 5090 is going to do anything for you in Civ 7. Like I think it reaches the max capacity a little bit earlier than the 5090. Which is great because I think it's likely they've done a really good job of optimizing it. I was playing it on my work laptop, which is a gaming laptop, but it's got like a 2060 and it was humming. It was a little bit hot, a little bit windy with the fans going. It was struggling a little bit, but I was like vibing at like medium speed, like medium graphics and everything with a 2060 in my laptop. So I suspect that people will be pretty happy with PC performance. Again, can't know that for a fact until it releases, but I imagine optimization will only get better. Okay, we can get 2 theater squares now. Where is Hercules? One second. Did I lose him? How do you lose Hercules? Oh. You're walking. Why are you walking again? You are not given instructions to walk. Okay, we're waiting for Hercules. Can the 1660 Super hold on for another Civ game? I think so. I mean, you might have to lowball the settings a little bit, but I think it'll be fine. I think it feels pretty optimized. Like, it is like, regardless of what you feel about the game content, right? Like, you might get into Civ 7 and love it. You might get in and hate it. I'm not going to pretend to know how you're going to feel about it. I was surprised at how complete the build feels. No crashes, no large bugs, no progression issues. Like, you know, all of these things that I'm used to with, like, full release games where they just don't work. Like, I remember finishing my first, like, 8 hours or whatever and being like, holy shit. Like, everything just worked. Like, the buttons I clicked all did the thing the button said they were going to. Like, I don't know why I was expecting anything different. But I think people will be pretty pleased with the optimization and, like, how the build feels. Again, the build people will play on will be different than mine, so maybe they bork it before then. Or maybe I'm benefiting just from fewer people playing it, but I was pleasantly surprised that nothing broke. Found 2 results on Hercules. Second is the relic. Yeah, it must be. You use 1660 Super and late game is pretty slow. That's fair. That's fair. I don't think that'll be better. Doc Jagger, thanks for the follow. I don't think that'll be better in 7, but I don't think it'll be worse. I'm trying to... I think the amount of assets in game is less in 7, though. Yeah, I don't think it'll be worse, but I don't think it'll be better on the sim side. Which is good, because if it's not worse, that means like some improvement has been made over time, because it's a newer game. So if your newer game can match the simulation speed on an older card, then that's a good thing, I think. Yeah, that's an unanswerable question, because I just simulate through it without any problems, so I wouldn't even begin to know. My guess is that a 1660 Super will hold on. I think they'll further optimize it. It's not going to get less optimized, I don't think. And then I think they'll be able to hold on. Obviously can't promise anything. What are the recommended game specs for it? Civ 7 PC specs. I remember looking at them and thinking they were really reasonable. Minimum 30 FPS. Yeah, GTX 1050. Yeah, 1060 Super is not going to get you to recommended, but it'll get you to minimum. That's kind of where I think. Yeah, Ultra at a 4070 feels right to me. Yeah, get down to Rapa Nui. Do we still have that musician? Yeah, we do. I've been letting it wither away under a volcano when it has space to go into Paris now. Yeah, there's just no huge map options in 7, right? Like, the maximum amount of players is like 7 or 8. So if you're just playing on like the regular setting with 4 or 5 other players, you're just not loading nearly as many assets. As long as it runs on Windows 95, I'm good. I loved Windows 95. Can we talk about that for a second? How sick was Windows 95 and Windows XP all time? Like, I can't believe Windows doesn't have pinball anymore. Like, what? We used to be a country. We had pinball. We had solitaire. We used to be a goddamn country. And now we're just nothing. Yeah, we're getting Constantinople. Are we starting to flip Porto? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, get it, Porto. Minus 7.1. Ake Turbo, welcome in. Good to see you again. Not a Civ question, but a question for you. Do you play board games? I have Scrabble, which is the worst answer. I love Scrabble. I don't know if that comes across with the glasses or whatever, but I am, if we're talking in Harry Potter terms, I'm a capital R Ravenclaw. If someone said, hey, VB, we're going on a date, and that date is going to a nice cafe and playing Scrabble, I'd be like, oh my god. I think my ideal night out involves sitting at a pub in the afternoon with a pint of Guinness and a board of Scrabble. A Scrabble board. I love Scrabble. I kick the shit out of my family in Scrabble, and they're like, how do you know so many words? I'm like, I just read a lot of books and save the words in my Kindle. And then I have a lot of words that I don't know what they mean, but I know how to spell them. And then boom. So mainly that's why I like Scrabble, is it's the one game I can kind of just beat people up in, and they're not expecting it. They're like, oh, I bet you Brad's not very good at Scrabble. And then I fucking murder him, and they're like, oh my god, he's okay at Scrabble, after all. Well, that explains why Selena dumped you. Look, we don't talk about Selena anymore. The trauma is too much. The trauma is too much. I had to do a little bit of acting the other day, actually. Every once in a while, I put my acting chops to the test in some videos at work, and I had a good time with it. I was prepping for my next opportunity, but she's married to Benny Blanco now, so I think I'm out of the running. But Gracie Abrams just broke up with Paul Mescal, so maybe that's an opening. Maybe she'll want to be in movies, and her and I can be in the same movie. But I think that's... I don't know where else to go. Who's part of that crew? Ashley Tisdale? Hilary Duff? Like, those are all my teenage crushes, and none of them were in movies with me, so that sucks. Almost Selena, though. Will Anderson's video has given me a real appreciation for Nigel Richards. Ruhr Valley, baby. Owlpack, welcome in. Hey, yo.
Hardly anyone will.
Maybe I am due. We've gained like more than 400 subscribers just yesterday. Maybe I'm due to tell the Selena's story again soon. You know what we'll do? I'll retell the Selena story at our Civ 6 celebration on Saturday. We're doing a 24-hour stream, or close to. That's probably how long it'll take me to win 5 games of Civ. We're doing every victory condition in one stream on Saturday. I'll tell the Selena Gomez story again then. But yeah, it's a rough world out there. Turn 185 Coliseum. Yeah, man. We'll build the Coliseum anytime. Venetian Arsenal, just in case Potato's watching. Yeah, we want to call on the potato gods. I do have a standing and sitting desk. I spent all of the hard-earned money that you gave me in subs and YouTube memberships and ad revenue and everything, and I bought the Secret Labs Monster Ass XL standing desk. I don't think it's called the Monster Ass XL standing desk, but I don't remember what it's called, and that's how it feels. It weighs like 1 billion pounds. I tried to set it up by myself and almost, crippled my vertebrae. How is Antioch not flipping? Like, that's wild. What's the desk? I can't remember what this desk is called. I feel like I came up with a better name than they did, though, so I feel like they should hire me to be in marketing. 52 years old, just bought the complete Civ 6 on Steam for $20. My first experience with the franchise. Played about 30 hours and I'm hooked. Falcon, you are in for the ride of a lifetime. Civ 6 absolutely rocks. All right. The only thing I recommend, if you're looking for recommendations, make sure you go in and you turn on your autosaves. That way, when you load the game, it has all of your previous turns. That way, if something bad happens in game or you don't understand something or you want to try something out for 10 turns and then reset back, you can always just go back to like a reset copy of your save instead of starting again. I just like to say that to all new players. It's the single best thing you can do to add replayability early on when you're learning. So many people I talk to about Civ are like, hey, I just got into the game, but every time something bad happens, I just restart the game and spend another 6 hours getting to the same point. I'm like, oh, you don't have to do that. You can just reload. The amount of times, like just learning Civ 7, it's fun to be able to take my own advice. The amount of times I reload every 20 or so turns in Civ 7 is probably 5 or 6. Like I will literally place a building down, see what it does to the landscape, reload the turn, place another building down, and compare the two results and be like, oh, I liked that better, but what was it doing to the... Like, I'm reloading turns probably every 2 or 3 turns in Civ 7 just to learn stuff. It's so helpful. You have been saving manually? No. 100 autosaves. Autosaves do not take up a lot of file size, so don't do unlimited, but go like 100. And then it just saves it at the end of every turn. And, like, the turns are already taking up so much processing power that the autosave portion of it just takes up next to nothing. So you won't even notice. What's great about Eleanor Domination is that I really can just vamp with y'all. Like, we're just chatting about all kinds of stuff, and I just don't have to think too hard about what we're doing. Do I want to... Yeah, let's party in Paris, get a little music. A little bit of Wolfgang Mozart. Ever heard of him? Do they have the reset concept on Switch? I have no idea if you can autosave on Switch. I assume many features are missing on Switch. Not because they want them to be missing, but because it's ported by a different company, I think. Uh-oh, we have amenity problems. Instantly. Was a new deal an issue? Did I take that out by accident? 1 second. Did I take a new deal out? No, I'm still getting 20 free amends. Where are we going? Oh, plus 13 might be helpful. I also don't need amenities. No one needs to be happy to loyalty flip. We're trying to make everyone else happier with us than they are with their own Civ. We're not trying to make our own people happy. There, a field cannon's gonna blow this guy up. All right, let's go Cole. Boop. America in real life. I would argue that America in real life is trying to make neither the world or themselves happy. I would argue it's a very masochistic vibe going on. They're like, how do we punish ourselves as much as possible for the things we have done? Is the vibe. That's obviously not how people think about it, but from the outside, it kind of feels like the overall tune. America, we are miserable, and so must all others be too. Yeah, that's like the vibe that's going on.
It is arguable whether...
I mean, it's not much, to be fair, just I don't want to engage in any unnecessary America shaming. It's going that way in Canada too. Like, everything just devolves now into like the worst common denominator. Like, there's so many people. I don't want to make this political. I just don't like talking politics unless I'm face to face with people. There's like, we have an uneven relationship where I'm like publicly performing and you're behind a keyboard. However, what I will say is this like absolute nonsense of like, it was on my Facebook feed the other day of like everyone saying like Justin Trudeau is, oh, it's the Joe Rogan clip of Joe Rogan just like shitting on Justin Trudeau. And I'm like, okay, look, you can feel all kinds of ways about him. I think if you like the guy or hate the guy, you're going to find a policy or something that's reasonable. And it's like, it hasn't occurred to anyone that maybe he's just a mediocre prime minister and in over his head a little bit. And maybe running a country's really hard and he was never quite prepared for it in the way he probably should have been. And I think it's okay to just say that I really don't like the guy. I don't think he's doing a good job. But he is at least doing the job, and he's not like he's not like a treasonous traitor Hitler or whatever, you know? And it's like, that is like a normal opinion. And so it's like, I'm just going to vote for the other guy in the next election because I think he'll do a better job. And you're like, oh my God, democracy, how amazing is that? And it's like, instead, it's just this toxic, awful nonsense where everything must be some Illuminati underground awful. And there's no room for like the obvious conclusion. There's no room for multiple things to be true at once. It's like, it's quite possible he's just a little in over his head, has no idea how to solve some pretty difficult challenges in the world, and is trying to navigate that with like bottom of the barrel popularity. And that's really stressful for someone, especially someone who's going through a divorce. So it's like, I think most people going through a difficult divorce are bad at their jobs, and it just kind of sucks when your job is running a country. But like, I don't think it needs to devolve into this like super toxic, awful nonsense. It's like, just vote for the other guy next time, and then vote for the other guy like happily. Be like, I appreciate your policies because you're going to do good things for people. Not, oh, you're going to be awful, but you're going to be less awful than the other person. Like, you can do a better standard than that. Anyways, that's my rant about politics for the evening. Please do not make it political in the chats, not because I don't want you to and I don't value what you have to say, just because the relationship is weird and it's hard to moderate. But that's my opinion. It's just like, we don't need everything to be this uber toxic nonsense if it doesn't need to be. Sometimes it needs to be, but not everything needs to be like that. A lot of times people are just leaving out the obvious conclusion and instead making it like some conspiracy about whatever. Dude, okay, so at my job, I am in charge of my work and my employees and everything. I am a full ass like manager of my domain at work, and it's hard. And I manage like 40 people doing pretty insignificant work in the grand scheme of things. There is no amount of competency that makes you good at running a country. Like, you are as good at running a country as you are at finding good people to help you do it and having a good temperament. Like, there's a lot of work that goes into all the policy proposals or whatever. I think we'd all just be better off if nothing else, if our only two requirements that us as voters like prized above all were that you're a good and decent person who cares about people. Maybe not in the way we'd exactly like, but like, if I can trust you that you genuinely care about the everyday people of the people you represent, whatever policies that results in I might not like, but at least it's coming from a good place where you're doing your best for like the right reasons, and you have the temperament to control unexpected circumstances. Like, a pandemic's going to come out of nowhere, and you're not just going to freak out and like try getting people to inject bleach or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, if those are the only two qualities you have, right? And all you did otherwise was hire good people to cover the other jobs, you're killing it. Like, if all of your departments have good secretaries, and your chief of staff is good at organizing, and your communications manager is good at communicating, like I don't need, like, it's an impossible job to be good at. There's nobody on planet Earth that is like good at running a country. You're only as good at running a country as you are at delegating and like having the right temperament and intentions for it. I think, anyway. That might be an awful take, but like, I think we prize the wrong things completely. And I think it's way too much about like specific, I don't know. I feel like we could just zoom out a little bit and be like, maybe if every elected person was just a good and decent person who had a good temperament and a good eye for hiring the right help in things they don't understand, I think that everyone would do better. Okay, now we're done with politics. Back to Civ. That was fun, though. I do enjoy getting into like a little political rant every once in a while. No one been toxic in the chat? Oh my god, chat, YouTube, Twitch, round of applause. Zero toxicity. I don't need to send anyone to the gulags of the Twitch ban realm. Let's get Orsgaz. Orsgaz is cool. I don't even know what it does, to be honest. Something about envoys, right? Or Diplofavor? It's Diplofavor per Suze. Or Orzagaza? Diplofavor from Suze. I got it. Chat for president? No, I think honestly, I don't know if I want Twitch chat to be the president. But maybe the way Twitch chat and YouTube chat have behaved tonight, maybe we do a good job. All of us together, the hive mind, the VanBradley hive mind in charge. Can you imagine? Severance is one of the best shows I've ever watched. Let's rank best season 1s of television ever. Severance is in my top 10 for sure. I don't know if it cracks my top 5. Top season 1s of Severance. I'm going to include some mini-series in here just because. You have Band of Brothers Chernobyl. They're limited series, but I'm putting them in my like top first seasons of television of all time. And we're talking complete seasons, not just episodes. Shogun is my favorite first season of television of all time. I think. Shogun absolutely slaps. I was so blown away with it. Not the Game of Thrones first season. I'm putting Game of Thrones season 4. Game of Thrones season 4. Let's just do best seasons of television. Game of Thrones season 4 is my Game of Thrones season. I think as an entire season, it's the most complete and thrilling. Shogun is my favorite of all time. Chernobyl's probably up there. True Detective season 1 is one of the best seasons of television I've ever watched. Dexter season 4. I can't remember which season of Dexter it is, but season 4 sounds about right. Oh, no. I loved Game of Thrones season 1. I'm just like, we're talking about the best seasons of television of all times. The point I'm trying to make is that Severance season 1 is up there as one of the best seasons of TV ever made. Mandalorian season 1 was pretty good. Yes, it was, but it's not at the level of like the ones we're talking about. It's good. True Detective season 1 is one of the best seasons of TV of all time. That's what I'm saying, chat. Don't worry, I'm not... The rest of True Detective, hit or miss, but True Detective season 1. Post-Oscars, Matthew McConaughey, just being a prick to Woody Harrelson. Love that. Just saying all kinds of wild nonsense for 10 hours. Ooh, season 1 of Breaking Bad. The thing with Breaking Bad is, so if we're doing episodes of television, I think Breaking Bad is having a great time. If we're doing seasons of television, it's been so long since I watched Breaking Bad, though, that my opinions are probably trash. Like, because the best episodes of television of all time, Ozymandias is probably the best season of TV, or the best TV episode of all time. So it's like Breaking Bad is doing great in the best episodes of all time list. I don't know how good it is as the best seasons of all time list. Mad Men. Oh, which season of Mad Men are we talking? Yeah, I'm trying to think. It's been a while since I watched Mad Men. It's in those mid seasons. Is it 4-5? 3-4-5? It's one of those ones that I think is the best one. Some of the Mad Men has some of the best TV moments. This would be a fun list. Sorry, I'm trying to do chat and I'm trying to do Twitch and YouTube. Heroes, Breaking Bad, Dark, The Wire. The Wire rocks. Love The Wire. Once you get into TV episodes, I'm bringing in The West Wing. I'm bringing in Newsroom. They've got some great episodes. It's harder as an episode list. Oh, I built a ski resort by accident. Do you ever get bored and accidentally build a ski resort by accident because you're talking about TV? All right, let's just, what is like the variety best TV seasons of all time? It might not include, what do you think is the best? We're going to Reddit. Reddit r/television, the best place to go. Okay, they're throwing out Arrested Development Season 2. I'll co-sign that take. Leftovers Season 2, I'll co-sign that. I've never seen Deadwood. Fargo Season 2, I'll co-sign that. The Simpsons Season 4, I've never watched The Simpsons. I just missed it age-wise. Like, it was like, if I was 5 years younger, I would have devoured The Simpsons. I did watch all of Futurama, though. That was my vibe. I watched all of SpongeBob. Westworld Season 1, yeah. I suppose. I mean, season 2 is so awful though that it kind of ruins all of Westworld, I think. Deadwood was great. The Boys, I don't know if it's the best of all time, but it is good. Okay. I have some thinking to do. I think it'd be fun to do a VanBradley community list of TV seasons of all time. That would be a fun podcast. So Teleslax is like, can you shut the fuck up? Sorry, shut the frick up about TV. We're talking about Civ 7. What are the ramifications of being at war at the end of the age? It just resets. So it's like you're just no longer at war. So it's like you gotta finish your war up by the end of the age. I don't know if now a good question is I don't know how the relationships carry through. My experience was the relationships carry through. Like I've never had a situation where I've been like hostile with someone and I looked up and they were all of a sudden like thumbs up because of an age transition. So I don't know for a fact, but I would suspect the opinion of you moves through, but the actual war ends. What are my top movies? Oh, here, let's open Letterboxd.
While the Colosseum stands, Rome shall stand. When the Colosseum falls, Rome shall fall. When Rome falls...
What are my Letterboxd top 4? It's not best movies, but just like Letterboxd top 4. What did I put? On my Letterboxd top 4, I've got Titanic. I've got Hot Fuzz. I've got Pulp Fiction. I've got Dead Poets Society as my Letterboxd top 4. Now, those aren't my I think those are my 4 favorite movies. Those aren't the 4 best ones, I don't think. But that's my Letterboxd top 4 if we're talking movies. I'm way less into... I'm just as into movies. I'm just way less like... Because I grew up with all the TV shows we're talking about. I have a hard time finding time in my life to go back and watch movies. I know that sounds really stupid, but there's just always something contemporary on that I just have a little bit of a hard time actually going back to watch older stuff. Not impossible, and I do watch a lot of movies, but it sometimes takes me a minute. Can I buy an art museum over here and start shuffling stuff around? Is Hercules still walking, or have we just been chatting for 100 years? You have 3 Tarantino movies in my top 5? Oh yeah, I put Pulp Fiction. Is Pulp Fiction the best Tarantino movie? Oh, it might be Django. No, Django's not as good as Inglourious Bastards. That's the thing with Tarantino is they're all good. I don't think it's the Kill Bills. I think maybe Inglourious Bastards might be the best Tarantino.
Platitudes and primitiveness.
Do I get to keep resources from one era to another? Kind of. So there's a few different types of resources. There are some resources that are on the ground that just stay on the ground and you keep them and they do the same thing. There are some resources that are on the ground and you keep them, but they do something different in the next era, so you have to assign them a little bit differently. And then there are some resources that just disappear off the ground and new resources for that era come in. So a little bit of this and a little bit of that to answer your question. As per usual, Old God Abi. I'm kind of focused on the constant. No! Plus 6.7. Oh, they put a governor in. Hot take. Should putting a governor in when I'm trying to loyalty flip be illegal? Should that be an illegal action? Oh yeah, plus 3 theater squaring. I think that constitutes an act of war and violence and aggression against us. Let's see if I can sell... Oh, I have enough to buy a art museum. Okay, so now we can just move a bunch of stuff into this city and party. I can't believe they would do us dirty like this and decide to... Yeah, we'll get a 1 in Adrianople. So we're going to flip this back. Okay, hold up. More cultists. More cultist action in these cities. Plus 0.4. We are so close to getting Antioch, and that's 11 pop. Now we just move a bunch of stuff into Ankara, and we get Adrianople. So, let's go to art. Ankara's good now. Where's Gaia Kill? Oh, yeah. Gaia Kills. We're not Gaia killing. So anything from Gaia Kill is going to move. 4 turns is locked. Wow. All right. Cartagena then. Done and done. So that's 3 more. So that'll update. And that went to Ankara, right? I moved it to the right spot. Yeah, okay. Ankara's good there. Get that in Porto. Ankara has 2 work of writing slots. Yeah, Guayaquil over to Ankara. So that's going to be a lot of pressure. Antioch will get next turn, I think. Get a broadcast center. Yeah, there it is. Sniped Antioch. Yeah, now Constantinople has a problem. Because that's 11 population. Hey, we're doing it! And we got Machu Picchu. Remember that commercial hub we put over here a while ago? Chat, we did it. There Will Be Blood is a great movie. Daniel Day-Lewis, masterclass. And now I can move some stuff into Antioch. Braga's going down. So like Cumania, Rapa Nui, Amboise, Paris, Marseille. Into Antioch. Let's see what the... Yeah, let's just get some of the stuff from Paris into Antioch. Perfect. Oh, Antioch has 3 slots. Like, let's get them out of Marseille a little bit. Out of Cartagena. There we go. Now we're going to start flipping over here. Are there any negatives for building an urban district or over a rural district? Absolutely. There are. I couldn't properly explain them because I'm still learning. However, here's what I can explain. When you're putting down tile improvements, you're kind of just absorbing those yields into the empire. It's kind of like putting districts down. Once you put a district on it, you're not getting those tile yields anymore. You're just getting whatever the districts give you. So those districts cost money, right? Like there's maintenance on the buildings you're putting down. And so if you have a city just full of urban districts and no rural districts, it's going to be very expensive to maintain all those buildings. Right? Now, sometimes it makes up for it. Like if you have a woodcutter on the ground and it's giving you 5 production, and you can put a barracks down, it'll give you 8 production. It might be worth building over. The other thing to consider is you have buildings in your city called warehouse buildings. So a granary in your city adds +1 to all the fishing boats in Civ 7. So I can actually show you in this city. So if I have a granary here, it gets +1 to all the fishing boats. But then in the next age, there's another building that gets +1 to all the fishing boats. Right? And so all of these rule improvements improve as the game goes on, but they don't really cost any money and they're pretty low maintenance. Right? Your population is also split between rural and urban in a way that I don't really quite understand exactly yet. And so I found most cities to have a good balance of rural and urban tiles, I found. Some cities do more in one and more in the other. But that's kind of what towns are for, right? Like you also have the town option, and that's all rural tiles. For the most part, there are some buildings you can build in towns, right? But you kind of have your cities, which are more urban focused, and your towns, which are more rural focused. But it happens kind of naturally because all of your cities are being upgraded from a town. So your cities always start with a bunch of rural districts. And then you can kind of just evolve your urban districts around them. I hope that answers your question. It's the most finicky part of the game. I remember saying in my video yesterday, like the best and worst, that it's part of the game I'm still really struggling to understand. Not because it's specifically confusing. It just takes time. And I don't even have tutorials to look at, right? Like I just gotta ask the other people with access or figure it out myself. But hopefully I can figure it out in time to build a tutorial guide for you, so when the game comes out, everyone understands what's going on. We got every city-state under control. We have 759 culture. We rock. We're absolutely killing it.
All the girls.
Leo, Anna Karenina is such a good book. If you get the chance to read Anna Karenina, I promise you it does not disappoint. What a good story. I love Anna Karenina. The book and the character. So Braga -14, Constantinople -14. Every time I play Eleanor, I wonder, did anyone at Firaxis playtest this? Like, did anyone at Firaxis go and play it before they released it? Because this is... I haven't even cooked the map. Like, I am just playing a normal game of the hardest difficulty of Civ with Eleanor. I didn't cook the city-states or anything. It was on stream when I rolled this map. And like, my dumb brain doesn't even need to think. Yeah, we're gonna have a problem down here if we don't clear this soon. Let's get Herky Jerky back. We still have more theater squares to put down, but we're good for now. Now we're gonna come clear this quickly. Uh-oh. Next turn, baby. Is it this turn? No, next turn. We're getting a second capital. And then Lisbon's not too far away. We might be getting Lisbon sooner than we think. Go for the Archaeological Museum. Oh, you're on a good border, actually. Sorry, I'm buying an art museum. You're on a good border when we eventually fill Gilgabro. Oh, I would like you to die. No offense or anything. Oh. Okay, well, that was bad. Let's get a builder over here. We want to keep building. We want to keep our empire humming along. We don't want to fall. We have a 33-turn Venetian arsenal we got to build. We want to keep that stuff moving. Over time and over budget is our mantra. Okay, there was no need to hit the field cannon like that. What did the
self-government is freedom.
Orzagaz!
With freedom is justice and patriotism.
Oh, Arrival. Arrival's a good movie. We got the Orzagaz, everybody.
Never mind the maneuvers.
Never mind the maneuvers. The maneuvers! Look at that. Halfway through a domination victory. We still have 1, 2, 3 to collect, so... Oh yeah, that is halfway because we have ours. And there's 6 people. I was like, that graphic is like slightly off, but not in a way that I find offensive or anything. We can just hold and flip Braga for now. I guess we can move some stuff into Constantinople. Start flipping Suleiman. His capital is surely like right here. So Baranas, Amboise, Rapa Nui, Bogota, Guayaquil. We're just moving it all over. All over, baby. Okay. Valencia into Constantinople. Oh. Yeah, I'm trying to put a relic. All right. Cool. Great work of writing. Yeah, Cartagena into Constantinople. Let's get that loyalty push happening. Art is a little tougher because some of this stuff is locked. Ankara is good. Bogota can probably move at this point. Guayaquil's got 4. Come on, yeah. So no art museum in Constantinople. But you could build the broadcast center. Did you get an archaeological museum? Oh, you prat. You absolute melon. What the hell? Alright, well, that's the best we can do then. Hopefully Braga has more suitable districts to what we're trying to do. +4 under a volcano. Now, I kind of want the +3 that's not going to get blown up. If we don't need to Pompeii, we won't Pompeii. Yeah, the revenge of the field cannon. Alonda will give me another envoy, so that's pretty vibey. I'll do that. Stand strong, warrior. Why can't I upgrade you? Oh, I need an oil. Okay, well. I don't have an oil. Oh, I do have stuff I can sell, though. Yeah, this will fetch a pretty penny. Hell yeah. I mean, I can't believe 40 horses is worth that much at any point in the game, but I'll take it. Way above par. Thank you so much for the follow. Braga! Oh! And Nico Medea. Alright, Braga, do you have a... You don't have a theater square, so that's a problem we gotta solve. I don't think it's really solvable, though, until Hercules can make its way up. I am gonna make its way up, though, because we do want... Yeah, because we gotta get to Lisbon next. So we do need a theater square here. No, Siri, I'm not talking to you. Sorry. Siri is just Siriing. Just saying nonsense. Alright, you'll come here next turn. I will keep Braga. I will keep Nico Medea. Rough day out there for the homie Basil. If you're going to be named after like a garnish or whatever, then you should at least... Let's get some oil in so you can upgrade to an infantry. Bank, watermill, sewer, medieval walls. Spy, spy, spy. 3-turn Apadana. Oh, really bad Huey. Do we want to build a really bad Huey? We are absolutely killing this. I think this is kind of just a waste of time. I don't even need to do projects anymore. Like we're collecting great works at a suitable pace. Do you have a theater score? You do. That's good. I wouldn't mind another industrial zone. Oh, there's not really a good tile to build it though. Oh yeah, here's fine. Sorry, lumber mill. You're helpful, but not that helpful. Yeah, that's right, Portugal. Stop spying. You prick. Broadway! Oh, we didn't build it. Oh, what happened to our Broadway? Did I accidentally tech out of it? I was going to build like a 90-turn Broadway, remember? Ah, whatever. Oh, a great general. That's how many encampments we flipped. If you stand guard over this aluminum with your life. Celeste. You're going to go to Cartagena, Celeste. That's a big city with a lot of stuff to pillage. Oh, I can afford to get alliances with everyone now. Because there's 5 alliances, but no culture one. So that's perfect. In some of these cities, I kind of just gotta... I don't want to come back to them every 10 turns. All right, hopefully we've got some... We surely have to have some oil with an empire this big. Like some district or some cities on oil. Yeah, 6. So we're on top of 2 oil. All right. There we go. Yeah, that's going to feel a little better, isn't it, Mr. Infantry? You're going to have a better time now, aren't you? We can finally unlock boats. I know everyone's been, with bated breath, wondering when we would learn to row. All right. How do I want to do this? Oh, yeah. Double aluminum, double oil. Those are very sellable. I'm going to sit down. Oh. Got to go for a run after this. So I don't want to, like, stand for 4 hours into a run. And getting some standing in, doing a little bit of sitting, and then back to standing will be the best possible combination. Globalization. Social media? Do we like social media? I think we'll just do that. We're suzerain of literally everybody. I'm surprised people recommend Rome for new players now that I've done this. This should be the new player default. Turn every victory condition off, just domination. And we work with Ellie in Great Works only. I just got back from one. Yeah, you sit for a half an hour beforehand. Yeah. I'm probably streaming for at least another hour at this point. I just work from home tomorrow, so I don't have my commute. So I have the extra little bit of time to go for a run tonight, which is nice. I'm an evening exerciser. I don't like exercising in the morning. I like exercising in the evening. I don't know what it is, and like when I do exercise in the morning, it doesn't even feel bad or anything, but just something about it just doesn't feel great. Like when I think about it. Okay, we're just picking them up now. I didn't even know those 2 cities existed. And Azurum has... Hold up, is Green Homie in a Dark Age? He is. Oh yeah, Azurum would have been his city. Alright, Green Homie's in a Dark Age, so let's like press the advantage. How many more turns do we got? 5? Let's make sure we got some stuff in Azurum. Oh, you're cruising, Ezerim. You've got all the goods. And you've got a music slot in Ezerim. That's what we're talking about. So let's get this out of Paris to Ezerim. Oh my god, you got 2 music slots in Ezerim. There we go. I guess this is just any slot, but whatever. Then we go art. Art from Pagoda to Ezerim. Oh, does Ezerim also have a artifact? Yeah. Oh, Constantinople's is full though. Okay, we need more artifacts. Where are our... Can I buy a... No, where are our homies that... Where are our museums? Archaeologists. Let's get some archaeologists going. I would love an old god obelisk in Edessa. But we don't really have the theater square yet, so let's get that going. Faro's already flipping, which is good. Is Hercules still... By the time we even need Hercules... Where did we take him? We put him somewhere for a theater square, and now I can't remember. Never fear. Search will help us. Oh, did he die? Oh. Well, he's dead. Sorry, Hercules. I didn't even realize you died. That's how important you are to my empire. I didn't even know you died. I think we just click through this. How do you feel about this level of strategy? Just like go in order. I'm not touching it. Oh, that would be a fun game of Civ. Start the game. And just like you can only do the tech tree in order. Would you watch that as a game? And maybe it's a bit late in the Civ 6 life cycle, but I could do that for Civ 7. Start game. Oh, you can't queue the tech tree yet in Civ 7, though. I imagine they'll get patched in soon, but you can't, like, shift queue a bunch of stuff. I can't imagine that'll stay out for long, but that's not possible yet. Trebizond? I don't need a theater square in Trebizond.
Behold the one, the best steel.
We'll keep Trebizond, though, for the era score. We're only, like, 100 over the era score. I don't know if we've overdone it or not. What do you think? Yikes, I'm not stressed about it unless it's not in an early patch. Then I'll be stressed about it. But I would be shocked if there wasn't a day 1 patch with at least something in it. There might not be, but I would be shocked. I've watched a few of your YouTube videos. First time I caught a stream, it's odd watching a full PC version when I play on basic, non-expanded Nintendo Switch version. Hey, the Nintendo Switch version rocks. I'm glad that it's out on Switch. I'm glad it's more accessible for people. Is it as full and complete? No. But I have a high level of faith that Civ 7 is going to be a more complete experience on the consoles. And with the Switch 2 coming out, I suspect that might be helpful. But yeah, I have Civ 6. I put like 30 or 40 hours into Civ 6 on the Switch, and I enjoy it. See, I don't need more lenses in Civ 7 because a lot of the things we have lenses for are not there anymore. Like, I don't need a power lens because there is no, like, power mechanic yet. And like, I haven't really touched the modern age too much, so I don't know. But, like, I don't think there's a power mechanic the same way. Right? Like, the appeal is no appeal, so I don't need an appeal lens. Right? But what I need is a religion lens. Like, there is religion, and I would like a lens for it. I'm pretty forgiving of things not being in the game if they were never in the game. Because then I don't know they're missing. I'm a little bit less forgiving and have a much more negative opinion of features that were in the previous game that are now not in the game. Now, for some things that make sense, like builders are not in the game because they've been replaced with a different system. But like religion is still in there, and it's still important to know which cities have what religion. Right? And they do tell you in the cities the same way with like a little button that tells you what you need to know. But it's like you had a religious lens and now it's gone. You had a map search and now it's gone. And that feels the worst when you had something in a game and then you didn't put it in the next version. That always feels bad. Does that break NDA? No, because I don't actually know. I have not encountered a power mechanic in playing Civ 7. I genuinely haven't, like, I'm not, like, secretly just churning through the modern age a bunch of times and pretending I don't know about it. Because that would be problematic for me as well. I think in my 45 hours, I played 40 of them in the first 2 ages before, like, during the preview-ish process. They won't be DLC features, though. Like, I don't think they'll sell DLC. That would make me feel awful. How to get VanBradley to have a negative view of your game. Take a feature that was in the previous game and then make it a paid DLC. Oh, boy. The YouTube video would pop off about that. I doubt that's going to happen. I think it'll be like, you know when games do, like, Crusader Kings, Anno, like these types of games, when they do big DLC patch, Cyberpunk, they usually add a large free patch to the experience as well. I wouldn't be surprised, because the first DLCs are coming up pretty quickly, like the leader packs or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if each leader pack launch is just accompanied by, like, a reasonably sized patch of some capacity. Yeah, if you want to piss VanBradley off, like specifically, take a feature that was in your game, don't include it in the next game, and then put it back in, but only as a paid DLC. Oh my god. I would lose my mind. I was already a little surprised 2K was not mad at me for my Founders Edition video, or at least they haven't said anything about it. I was already, like, a little surprised. I didn't know the Civ 7, like, early access stuff was going to be a thing, but I did make a video that was fairly critical of the Founders Edition. I'm going to be reevaluating that video once the Civ 7 review comes out. I'll do a review of the game itself, but then I'll do a review of my Founders Edition video. I can't imagine my opinion changing much, though. It might, but... when they reached out, I was like, oh, maybe they haven't seen it. Wargasm, thanks for the follow. Paradox? The problem with Paradox is they're just hit or miss. Like, the problem with Paradox is they're just really hit or miss. Like, for Crusader Kings, like, it's expensive, and don't get me started on... I'm just not the target audience for that. Like, DLC, not DLC in general, but, like, the way modern game companies do DLC. I like DLC as a concept, but the way modern game companies do DLC and do battle passes and do these things really pisses me off. And so for the CK3 DLC... it really pisses me off that to get all the DLC for a game that I paid a premium price for, I've had to pay, like, 3 times the game. Like, for all the content in Crusader Kings 3, I've had to buy Crusader Kings 3 4 times or whatever it's been. You know what I mean? Like, that pisses me off, just as, like, a fact. However, what I will say about Paradox is those updates are often substantial, they're often worth it, and they often add something to the game that's very, very nice. So at least in that sense, I'm getting what I paid for, in the sense that, at least, other than the Plague DLC, which was awful at launch, I've really enjoyed all the CK3 DLC. Same with all the Anno DLC. Like, it's been expensive, but I've really enjoyed it. And so I haven't minded the money as much. The problem with Paradox is then they'll do other games. What was the other Paradox game? Oh, City Skylines 2. And they have to be the worst publisher of all time with City Skylines 2. Like, I know they make CK3 and publish CK3, so it's different, but they're also a publisher. And, like, the way they handle City Skylines 2 has to be some of the worst game publishing of all time. I can't think of a bigger slam dunk than City Skylines 2, as long as you just don't mess it up. And they messed it up in every way possible and then made it worse, and then it's still not good. And it's like, Paradox, what are we doing? Is it CK, or is it City Skylines 2 that I'm thinking of? That's Paradox is the publisher. It's one of those games. Yeah, 3.0 rating on Steam. Classic. I tried to play it again. It's still bad. And I love City Skylines 1. Oh, it's creeping up. 6 out of 10 now. Still not good, though. City Skylines 2 publisher. Is it Paradox? Yeah, it's Paradox. Haha, I was right. There goes my future Paradox deals. Am I playing online? I'm just playing the PC. Playing the offline single-player goodness. Yeah, my biggest problem with games is that they're just designed around DLC. Right? It's not about the DLC. How is Gilgamesh still in a golden age? You pricks! Okay. We're going to have a problem because now we're going to have a harder time over here. This is going to be an age of recovery because no one's in a dark age. So we just got to build up capacity and then just start moving over. I mean, we can start putting all our great works back over here and seeing if that'll be successful. My problem with DLC now isn't like we'll call the cost whatever the cost is. Running a games company is more expensive than ever, and games are releasing less frequently. So like, fair enough. The problem is it's just designed with DLC in mind. Like if the process goes, you made a full and complete, you made what you believed to be a full and complete game, and then gamers got their hands on it, and like a year later they're having an amazing time with your game, and then you go, okay, we could work on a new one. Or, since people already love this one, we can do some smaller and cheaper expansions to it to really flesh it out. And it's new ideas, and it comes naturally out of the fact that gamers enjoyed the experience, and you want to reward them instead of making a whole new experience. That makes perfect sense. Make your DLC, sell your DLC. I'm vibing so hard with that. The problem is, in a game like Civ 7 or any other game, like this is a universal opinion I have, it's designed with DLC in mind. Like at the time they announced Civ 7, they also announced like 2 DLC packs for it. It's crazy. Like how, because then at that point it becomes, how do you define what is the base game and what isn't? Because at that point it's at least partially financial. And that's where I think it sucks. Or it just feels bad, right? Where it's like, if you already know at the time your game releases, and you've publicly said as part of like the pre-order bonuses that there's going to be DLC, it means at some point you had to make a decision as to what constituted a full and complete game and what you can just charge people extra money for. And even if that decision is made with good intentions, right, it's still a bad spot to be in as a consumer. It's like a relationship, right, where you're like dating a coworker, and it's like not every coworker relationship is bad. You know what I mean? But there's a reason the general advice is to not date your coworkers, because it more often than not ends badly than not. And so it's like you're just putting yourself in a position for the community to not. You're putting yourself in a position for the community to mistrust you, even though you might have done nothing wrong and ended at the same outcome, just because of the way that you went about doing it. And I think that that's my problem. Right? Like Civilization, like to be fair to Civ and Firaxis, I'm not familiar with how 2K has done DLC in other games. I've liked the Borderlands DLC, to be fair, and that's a 2K game, and I've been really happy with Borderlands DLC in Borderlands 3 and Borderlands 2. And so maybe I'm just not as familiar, but EA is the worst for sure. The difference is the intent. The difference is, at some point you have to make a decision as to what is the base game, right? And if you don't know that you're doing DLC, like if DLC is not even an option for you, right? The point at which you decide when the base game is done is when you feel like it's a complete experience. Once you add DLC into the mix, you can still get to the same point. You know what I mean? Like the actual facts of what gets released might not change. But because the DLC already existed as an option for you before you released the game, you now have the choice to release the game, not when you feel like it's full and complete, but when you feel like it's full and complete enough. Right? When you feel it's full and complete enough that people will buy it and play it and then consume the DLC. Like it just adds that more nefarious option that wasn't there before. Like before DLC, you had to release a full and complete game, or else people would buy it, realize it's not full and complete, not recommend it to their friends, and your sales might be bad, or your reputation might go down, right? Via word of mouth, because there's no way to patch it, there's no way to update it, there's no way to add DLC later. You know what I mean? Or it's a burden. Like I remember Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, it had DLC packs, but you had to get a separate disc, and you had to install it separately. Like it was more of a process. Right? So it just adds that more nefarious option. And so then it becomes a blurry line where it's difficult. And there's ways to like, it's also about marketing. Like, part of the problem is that I know that for Civ 7 and for other games that they were designed with DLC in mind because it's part of the pre-order bonus. You know? So I know that the nefarious option was an option because it was in the pre-order bonus. When Civ 7 releases, do you think it'll make sense for us to play individual games or jump right into multiplayer? Oh, jump right into multiplayer. There is no better experience in gaming than playing with your friends. Yeah, jump right into multiplayer and have a blast with your friends. You will have a better time, I think. Because if you get in and you're playing with your friends and you like Civ 7, then you're playing a game you like with your friends, right? If you get in and none of y'all like Civ 7, but you're just like going to war with each other and like crossbowing each other's cities, you can at least have fun in a game you don't like as much. I think, yeah, I would recommend if you have friends to play Civ 7 with, like hop in with your friends, learn the new mechanics together. You'll learn more quickly. You'll have a better time. Never factored in just forward settle. I could just forward settle. Oh, yeah, go right here and just attack Kish. All right, where are we making progress? Where's our easiest target? It's probably still Faro. Funchal's tough. Lisbon's tough, but they're not insurmountably tough. Once we get this down in Edessa... Hercules is back for 3,080 faith, by the way. Once we get this back in Edessa, we sauce this bad boy down. Oh, how it works doing peaceful Dom? We're just flipping cities till the end of time. But yeah, hop into Civ 7 with your friends. Please, I would encourage it. I don't know how multiplayer works or if it's good or not, though. I've never played multiplayer. Obviously, it's one of the things with early access is that there's not exactly a lot of people to play multiplayer with. I'm not even sure it works in my build, to be honest. I've never even clicked the button. Long-time listener, first-time subscriber, love the channel. Hogue, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here, having a good time. Are we using cultists to flip cities? We have been, yeah. We've been collecting relics. We're currently at a point in the game, though, where against all odds, we got 2 golden ages going on, so we're just trying to pick our targets before we go for more relics, but it's going to be Faro is probably the easiest way in to get Lisbon. I don't think we're cracking Gilgamesh till the end. Oh, but they're getting relics, though, so that might be a problem. Maybe we just send them in all directions. We're not going to have it. It's plus 12, and we moved all the... is definitely takeable, actually. Plus 7. We moved way more than 7 out here. Let's see what we can do to Faro quickly, because that's a good way into these cities while the great works are over here. We got this theater square going in with Hercules. I feel like we got to be able to move this around a little more. Oh yeah, our cultists already cost 920. We've been culting away. Okay, so Braga. Let's make sure Braga's full. We'll start with writing because that's easiest. Yeah, so Braga's not full yet. We haven't Bragged it up. So Cali to Braga is fine. Cali's on the other side of the map. Edessa has the old god obelisk, so that's good for relics. Yeah, Valencia to Edessa is fine. Let's go art. I don't really want the writing inside the old god obelisk, but I think we have the space. Anyways, Guayaquil, Cumania. Braga has 3 spots, so Antioch and Ankara are nearby. But Gota's not really that close. So we'll just... That's another plus 6 or 7 going over there. Anything else close? Not Cali, not... Oh, Santa Marta? No, that's way up north. I should literally just name these cities based on where they are on the map. Alright, let's see what that does. Let's see what this does. Yeah, you feel the... Oh, sorry. If you don't know what Eleanor does, let me explain for the folks in the back who might not know what Eleanor does here. Great works in Eleanor cities cause -1 loyalty per turn in foreign cities within 9 tiles. So every great work in Antioch is affecting every city within 9 tiles. What makes this really overpowered is that in Antioch, for instance, right, you have all of that loyalty going over here. We flip Faro. Now... all of that loyalty is still going over to Funchal, but now you've got the population of Faro hitting Funchal. So the more cities you flip, it just becomes this like big blob that grows and grows and grows because you get the new population, and then you can build a theater square and continue the loyalty flip. That's why it's called peaceful domination, is because you can We haven't even built like more than 2 units yet, and we're already halfway done a domination victory. Yeah, we did bread and circuses over here. That's how we got Constantinople, as Ankara had a entertainment complex. I wonder if Edessa does. Oh, Edessa does. Hogue, you're killing it. Look at that. Bread and circuses, baby. Get in. All right, we got the gold for amphitheater. Art museum in the cities, it's critical. Did I build Statue of Liberty? No, I haven't yet. We'll build all the wonders. This game is going to take a minute. Yeah, we still got to come and flip all of this. Where is his capital? Oh, a rook's not that far in, and it's only 14 pop. We'll get there quickly. All right, Faro is minus 2.8 now. That's less than I thought, but that's okay because Edessa has an art museum now and an amphitheater. So let's go to writing. We can get 2 works of writing. Definitely from Bogota. Oh my God, we have a lot of work to do here. Cartagena to Edessa. Oh, here we go. Oh, Rapa Nui's on the other side of the map. What are we doing? We're so bad at this. Azurum, that's the city we took over here. Kumania, yeah, we're really bad at this. All right. Art in Edessa for sure. Let's go from Antioch's close, Ankara's close. Braga is close. Rapa Nui's not though. I think we're gonna be able to continue pretty well here. Guayaquil's fine. Where is Guayaquil? Oh my God. Whatever. We moved more left than right. I'm getting lost. But we're not trying to do this quickly. We're just trying to do it. I've been enjoying chat so much this game yesterday and today that I kind of just want this game to go forever. Like I don't have another this might be our last Civ 6 game on stream. I don't need bread and circuses here. I just don't know when Civ 6 becomes 7. At some point, I'm kind of just waiting a little bit to see if they patch the preview build. At some point, I'm just going to have to hunker in and start making some tutorial videos for 7 just so they're ready on day 1. Nothing crazy about strategy because I don't think we'll know until a lot of people get their hands on it. Right? But at some point, I'm just going to need to hunker into like 10 or 12 like 10-minute tutorials and just how the game functions. Like, what is a rural tile? What is an urban tile? What is an army commander? What do the buttons do? You know, like, just a real, like, if there can be 10 to 12 10-minute tutorials and someone can spend an hour on a second monitor and know all of the mechanics of the game, that would be my day 1 goal. Just have them release all at the same time, like the minute early access releases, but it'll take me a while to film and edit it. So at some point, I'm just going to have to go offline for a few days and smash all that stuff in. Oh yeah, Faro's going now, minus 13.5. Funchau's going. Oh, let's get Funchau. Let's get another. It's crazy how much early access can change things for somebody, though. Like, it really highlights, like, sometimes in the world it's who you know or, like what opportunities you get given, because I've never had more views. We've never gained more subscribers. I've never had more revenue coming through, which is super nice because I have to move soon. And so being able to afford a slightly nicer place in Vancouver than I would have been able to afford otherwise is quite nice. You know what I mean? And so it's like the opportunity to have early access has been just so beneficial. But it probably really sucks if you're a content creator out there and you don't have early access. Like, what are you meant to do? Like, all of these people that got it, they're just hogging all the views. And you don't even get the speculation. Like, you can't even do all those videos that are fun, like, top 3 things I hope are in Civ 7. So it's like, not only do you not get the views and the notoriety and, like, the raw exposure from not having early access, the early access itself ruins another avenue to make videos that give you exposure. Right? So it's like if you're a creator out there who just didn't get access, you're getting double dummied by the algorithm, I think. Oh, we're cooking now, baby. We got Faro and Funchal. But yeah, I'm not in a rush. I don't need to min-max this at any point. I'm really enjoying just... At the end of Civ 6 here, I just want to enjoy it and chat with people and click buttons and, like, not care. I spent so much of my time caring about Civ 6. I just want to enjoy the raw gameplay. Like, poor Daily Civ 7 News. Is there a YouTube channel called Daily Civ 7 News? Am I ruining Daily Civ 7 News? What's been my previous highest 48-hour view count? Where are we at now? I think we've doubled it. Last 48 hours, 53,000 views, and none of those are shorts views. And so I like didn't even cheese it with new shorts or anything. That's just long form video views. 53,052. My last record before that was probably close to 20. And that would have been around the Frontier Pass time. Because there was a day during the Frontier Pass, like on the first ever drop, where they dropped it exactly at midnight, and I happened to be streaming, like midnight Pacific. And so I was playing Gran Colombia like 8 hours before everyone woke up to play it. So all the Europeans were watching my stream and my YouTube because I was the only one with access to Gran Colombia for like 8 hours. So that was our second highest day, was that. And so, yeah, more than doubled in the last 2 days, our highest record, which is incredible. So fortunate. How great is that? Sorry, I was trying to check. All I'm saying is I'm appreciative of you guys. I love you all on Twitch and on YouTube. You're making my day. Daily Civ 7 news. I got YouTube Premium too, so I can... Oh, he's got no views on the video he posted 13 hours ago. Should we watch it? He's got 3,500 subscribers. What a mad lad. Daily Sid Meier's Civilization 7 news, day 363. Hold up, we're watching this. We're watching this live. I'm absolutely watching this. 1 second. I'm going to bring this up for us together. Sorry, it's going to take me a second. Okay, we got it. We've got a daily Civ 7 news. Let's see what he has to say today. 13 hours ago, we're the first view. We're the first view on a YouTube video. He's named cities after content creators. Sorry, I'm trying to get it pulled up on your screen. He has named cities after content creators, everybody. Here we go. Oh, can I get it under the camera, though? There we go. Then I'm not gone. Are we ready for this? Oh, you probably can't hear it, though. Oh, my God. 1 sec. Go XLR. I got to loop you in. System? Does that get you looped in? It might.
Good day, everyone, and welcome.
Yeah, okay. You're looped in now. You're looped in. Are you ready for this?
Good day, everyone, and welcome to day 363, turn 363 of your daily Civ 7 news update. There is no news today. Thanks for watching.
No way! What a mad lad! What an absolute Chad. A 1 minute video, 10 seconds of just saying there's no news, and a minute of him just clicking a unit around. This guy deserves every subscriber he's got. What an absolute mad lad. Oh my. Well, I don't know what I expected for a 1 minute video. That killed me. There's no Civ 7 news today? Really? There's no news. Okay, let's take a peek at some of these city names, though, because they were named after content creators, and I'm about to be offended. Okay, we got Lancelot, Ursa, and Zongdag's kind. I mean, they're all great. I love them. But where's VanBradley? See, he's got a whole city without a content creator name, and I feel like I could fill that void. Like, am I that unpopular that I can't even make an unnamed Australian city? And, like, I like Adelaide. I've been to Adelaide, but it's not like... Give me Hobart. I'd rather have Hobart. Anyways, funny video. Great time. I'm glad we did that, chat. Chat, I'm glad we did that. Thanks for indulging me on that experience, because that was fun. All right, back to destroying Portugal and everything they hold dear. I really don't know what I expected. But that guy is an absolute mad lad. I think you just found him through his algo, or through the algo. Now the one thing I'm wondering is, was there news when the previews came out? 4 days ago, it just says yes, and it's a minute long. So he doesn't even report the news. He just says whether there is or isn't news. Oh no, there's one day where it says yes, and it's 22 minutes long. How is this guy not popular? This guy should be all over Reddit. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, the previews probably kicked him out of the algo pretty quick. All right, I want everyone to go subscribe to Civ7 chat or whatever. That's so funny. He deserves it just for the recognition of the effort. All right. Sorry, YouTube. I knocked out YouTube chat. They launched the Buganda kit and soundtrack. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, it's been so hard not to mention or talk about the leaders and civs that are unreleased, because like the build we got to play on is just a full build of the game, so it has everything. It's like a 1.01 build. Like, it is full and complete. And so it's like, hey, please preview the game, but please do not talk about like these 3 or 4 leaders and these 3 or 4 civs. And it's like, oh, it's like difficult to, because they're referenced in game a lot for a few different things. Like, if you build X horses, you'll unlock this leader or whatever. And it takes a second to go through and like scrub the footage to make sure you haven't accidentally. So I'm glad they're releasing more of them now, because every time they release one, that's another one I can not have to worry about. When does Civ 7 drop? February 6th for early access. February 11th for normal access. And then I'm allowed to stream on February 5th, I think. The embargo for streaming lifts on February 5 at 6 in the morning. And so I just don't know if that's a day early or if everyone else can also play on Feb 5. But I suspect they'd probably want people to stream a day early so that early access friends can at least get a little bit of gameplay knowledge under their belt. Faro!
If you go on with this nuclear arms race, all you're gonna do...
I don't think it's weird at all. I was actually really... So I've... Caveat, huge caveat. I've never done like early access previews for a game before, so I'm still kind of figuring out how everything works, if I'm being honest. But, I was actually surprised when they offered the preview that they gave us so much access. I was surprised there wasn't more we couldn't talk about. Like, the fact that they were like, play the first 2 ages of the game and just say what you think. I was like, oh, those are pretty loosey-goosey instructions. They're like, yeah, be real careful with the modern age. And like, and all of the not the leaders, but all of the civs that were unreleased were in the modern age. So it's just the leaders that are the problem, because the leaders you just pick at the beginning. Right? And so it was even pretty judicious, because all the civs they didn't want us to talk about were already in the age we weren't really meant to be covering anyway. Have a good sleep, AK Turbo. Thanks for hanging out. So yeah, I think that I was surprised, if anything, by how much access the previews had. I thought it would be much more strict, to be honest. But huzzah, I shan't complain. I was having... Are we at the end? Oh, we're at 1100 culture. Yeah, we're close to the end. Never a bad time to circle back and pick up all of these things that we missed. I think we shall hit the end of the tree soon enough. Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. What leader am I most excited to play? That's a tough question, because I've already played the ones I'm most excited to play. The one I'm most excited for other people to play, just because it's been my most successful game so far, is Xerxes. Xerxes with the trade route. Like, whichever, there's 2 Xerxes. And so, like, whichever Xerxes has the free trade route to people. And Hawaii in the exploration age absolutely slapped. It was busted. I know of a lot of other Civ and leader combinations that other content creators are having a lot of success with. But I want to give either them the chance to show them off because they kind of discovered them, or people the chance to figure it out for themselves. But I'm excited to see what other people do with Xerxes and Hawaii in the exploration age, because I absolutely popped off. think we just go Theater Square Festival. Just forever. We need great people. We don't really need anything else. What other civs am I excited for people to play? Oh, someone else built Christo? I think that's fine. All right, Fun Chow's going down, so that's next turn. And that'll be enough for Lisbon. It'll just take a second.
There's so much plastic. I conclude then this.
I don't have a list of the Civ 7 leaders in front of me. I wish I did. Let me take a look. Let me go through the ones I think. This is a fun stream conversation. Let me go through the leaders in Civ 7. Let's go through a leader list. Oh, they have them on the Civ website. That's nice. Oh, but I don't have the abilities listed. Here we go. Amina. I don't really care for Amina that much. Okay, can't talk about that one, I don't think. Sorry, it's weird that things have leaked, but I'm not meant to be talking about them. I'm excited to see what people do with Ben Franklin. I really enjoyed Catherine the Great. Harriet Tubman's ability is really good. Like 50% influence towards espionage actions is really good. Gain 5 war support on all wars declared against you. 5 war support is awesome. I think Harriet Tubman will be fun. It's fun for a game where you don't want to go to war, because the AI is pretty aggressive sometimes. Like, they will be friendly, but you can get a war declared on you if you want to bait people in. Hatshepsut has been like, whatever. I'm excited to see what people do with Machiavelli. Machiavelli just has some fun abilities that I think will be pretty impressive when people get their hands on them. But yeah, Harriet Tubman's next up for me. I'm really excited to get the 50% influence towards Diplo actions, because it means I can do more Diplo or towards sabotage or whatever, because it means I can do more of those while still leaving influence for all the other good things influence does. What if 2 leaders want the same civ in the next stage? It lets you choose first as the player. Itash, thanks to the follow. So you choose first, and then the other civs choose around you. And then, like, the civ has a historical path it follows unless you make them deviate from it, I think. Like, there was one game where I could have picked the Normans, but I didn't. I picked someone else. And so another civ became the Normans, but if I had picked them, they just would have become another one. So it just divvies up what's left based on what you took. Are these games you're playing now going to become videos? Yeah, so this one, as like a chopped up stream, is going to go on the VB Plays YouTube channel. That'll start tonight. I'll have the first episode from yesterday's stream up tonight. I want to get people over to VB Plays because for a while, in terms of the main channel, it won't be gameplay videos for Civ 7. It'll be like tutorials or just general, like, not recycled content or anything, like good content, but just more just short form tutorial advice videos. So all of the gameplay we do will be over on VB Plays for probably the first month, I would assume, because I imagine there's a lot of those Civ videos people want to see. Civ 7 is more new player friendly, do you think? I think so. I don't think the game's much easier. Like, I think if Civ 6 was a lot for you to learn, Civ 7 is going to be a lot for you to learn. Like, they haven't dumbed the game down at all. But the tutorials are amazing. I loved the tutorials. Now, maybe I'm a bad test subject because I already know what I'm doing in Civ. And so it's like I just have less of a gap to cover. But I thought the tutorials were excellent. You could really tell there was like a separate team working on them that did a really good job, because the tutorials were really helpful for me. Like, I played the first game as Ben Franklin with them on, and I learned everything I needed to know. All right, so Bursa's done now. Kanya's going. Do we have an entertainment complex? We sure do. I don't really care if you flood. We're just loyalty flipping now. Let's get something in Bursa real quick. Maybe music is best. From Baranas to Bursa, sure. So new channel to subscribe to. I think it's just in the comments of the main channel. It's just like VB Plays. There's only like 300 subscribers there. You'll see it. I posted the Portugal game as a long play. But if you just go like VB Plays Portugal into YouTube, the channel will come up. You'll see the Eleanor video go up tomorrow from like yesterday's stream. If you've done that correctly, you found the right channel. Yeah, Lisbon has fallen, baby. We're getting there. Minus 3.3. Not great, but not terrible. Nothing that a couple of cultists can't get rolling for us. Yeah, is going to be easy. Lagash. Papayan will be easy. Kish will be easy. I mean, you won't have to subscribe to it because like it'll just have the gameplay videos there. The reason why I want to put gameplay videos on another channel is I don't want more than one video releasing every day. And if you do a gameplay, what's great about Civ 7 is one game will take 3 videos. You'll just do 1 video per age. But that's 3 days per game that you just can't post a tutorial. And I suspect just the way Ursa Ryan operates is that you're going to have the content creators that do gameplay every day, like Ursa Ryan. That's kind of his thing. So that kind of niche is already going to be filled. So like if you want gameplay, you're going to get it. So I don't need to do it. I can do the other thing that I want to do, which is tutorial videos. 1,000. Okay, I'm just going to go here and click it and see what happens. 1,000 science. Make damn sure. Hey, what's up? Thanks for the follow. Mississippian Shawnee America Tecumseh. Hell yeah. Do it. I'll watch furiously for those 5 days. I mean, if you're going in on the 11th, you'll at least know what's going on. Like, it's not a bad way to go about it. You'll be familiar enough to not get absolutely demolished. Trying to join your Discord, it says the link is invalid or expired. I hate everything about Discord links. Honestly, I'd rather bash my head into a brick wall than deal with one more freaking Discord link. I just changed it the other day. 1 second, I'm gonna put a new one in the chat right now. Enjoy the Discord. This is the newest link. It's probably different than the link you've got, which is why it's broken. But there you go, homie. Discord. Oh, the one in Twitch chat won't work either. I'll post the new one in Twitch in case anyone wants to join the Discord. You got Civ 6 for Christmas last year, not very good at it. I mean, no one's ever good at Civ 6. Everyone's always learning. Civ 6 is an untamable beast. You just gotta keep chipping away, but you'll never get to the end. It's like what is it in Dead Poets Society? A blanket that never covers your feet. Thank you, much appreciated. No worries, man. Enjoy the Discord. There's some cool people hanging out there. It's been more active with all the Civ 7 buzz, which has been kind of cool. I'm just not a very, like, yeah, I have some people who are just really good at running a Discord. Just because of the nature of my work and like where I am and the internet service I have while I'm at work and like my schedule, it's hard for me to be super present all the time, but I'm always happy when other Civ people are in there hanging out. I'll be fairly present through the beginning of March though, but once March begins, Discord will be harder, but I'll try my best. One day YouTube will be my full-time. I don't know. Like, how much money would I need to make from YouTube for me to want to make it my full-time job? There's a lot more risk. I'd have to figure out how to pay into like the Canadian pension system. Trying to think. How much money would I need to be able to make? It's an interesting question. To like quit the day job because I really like my job. What do I do for work? I am the manager of all the programming at an outdoor school. So in Vancouver, there's an outdoor school. And pretty much like people will come to the outdoor school. Any single thing a person does at the outdoor school, I need to take care of. So it's a very creative job. It's a lot of planning. It's a lot of building things. It's a lot of like coming up with new fun things for people to do and then convincing people it's a good idea so that we can do them. It's a lot of like planning and team leading and all kinds of stuff. I really enjoy it. The -2 loyalty Amani promo, that's pretty funny. I hadn't quite thought about that. We can check that in Nalanda. See, I'm telling y'all, this is why y'all need to start YouTube channels, because you don't have to be good at the game. There's no quicker way to learn a game than to do it incorrectly in front of people. And they'll just be like, why don't you do this thing? Ayutthaya is not helpful for you, Home Slice. Let's get you into Nalanda. Yeah, there's no city stay here. Let's get you into Nalanda. Let's get that promo. Sorry, Papa Yan. We're coming for you soon. We just need Lisbon. It's happening in a minute here. Oh, they got the governor minus 4.5. That's okay though. Don't stress it. We got more. Oh, we don't have enough for. We do have enough for cult. Oh, I got another cultist already. Cool. And he's building railroads for us. How kind. Is there any more loyalty projects I could do? Within 9 tiles, so. No. All right. Oh, but down here is still helpful though. Okay, Edern. Yeah, Edessa's still helpful for over here. Where is Hercules? Did he die again? Did I forget that Hercules died again? A nuke could help with loyalty. It sure would reduce the population. Do you want to go into nukes and try that? Do we have nukes unlocked yet? Oh, yeah, we're way ahead. All right, 1 second. Paris is just getting a whole bunch of commercial hub. I meant to click science ones, but whatever. Manhattan Project. Oh, but it's not peaceful if we do that. Dilbat, we gotta be able to flip Dilbat. It's got 1 population. We gotta be able to get Dilbat going. All right, so let's go Bursa, Edern. Did we even search for Hercules? Oh, he's in Bursa. That's also a fair point that you could just use Amani in your city. I'm so used to putting Amani. Oh, we don't have the population. I can fix that, though. There's rice to chop. I'm a problem solver. I solve problems. Okay. But we have room in Edern, and that's not full. So what do we got in Edern? Archaeological or Art Museum, Edern. God bless your soul. Faro? Where's Faro? Oh, Faro's here. That's not as helpful. It's helpful for Lisbon, maybe, but not down here. So we're trying to pack up Edern. Antioch, Thessalonica. Cartagena does not need one. So Edern. Perfect. And then Marseille. Yeah, chuck that in Edern. Good. There we go. Is that peaceful, Dom, though? Yeah, we're not doing the nuke. That's my bad. Y'all, Twitch is trying to trick me. This is the difference between Twitch and YouTube. Twitch tries to trick me into the non-peaceful Dom, and YouTube keeps me in line. That's why you gotta have balance. You gotta have the angel and the devil on your shoulders for sure. That's why we co-stream now. Multi-stream, whatever it's called. Commercial hubs and encampments in cities provide 10 +2 amenities in all cities is awesome. Yeah, YouTube's right that nukes do feel suspect. Let's just go full of 638 culture per turn, 455 science. I think this is better than Raj. I don't know what you think. But I think that's probably better than Raj. Yeah, max amenities, a little bit of extra oilies coming in. We haven't even sold anything in a while. Oh yeah, we're raking in the cash now. I like how we still don't have, there's still something we don't have. Yeah, give me that. There we go. GDRs are just peacekeepers. That's right. That's right. You got the right idea. All right. Couple more. So you could... No! Plus 0.5? So you can't flip a city if it's positive loyalty because they'll always be above 1. I've tried that before. So we need one more great work in like Porto, Braga, Funchal, Faro. Is there space? Porto, Braga, Funchal, Faro. Faro has 3. Faro has 3 spaces. Where's Amboise? Oh yeah, Amboise can move. Marseille can move. Rapa Nui's locked. No worries. So, I mean, that should be enough because that's 2 more. All right, that should be enough. I think we got it. Perfect. Then we're kind of worried about coming down here. So a Dern, did we fill up a Dern? Because I got a great artist now, so I can come in and mess with a Dern a little bit. I think we filled up a Dern, so no stress there. Okay. So then we come up. Spying and removing Great Works is a fun option, but I'm good. All right, music you can move anytime, so we'll just get the music. But art, yeah, let's put you back up in. Let's get Cali going. We'll put you back up in Kumanya. This is a great spot for you to get locked in because you're just hitting all the cities we want, so we'll want stuff in Kumanya anyway. We can go Porto. We can go Art Museum. Is there still great people left? Oh, tons. Tons of great people left. We're killing it. Let's get Theater Square festivals forever. I don't need anything else from you. All right, you're getting 7 pop. That's perfect, because now I can build a Theater Square. Look at this chat. Big Brain Plays coming in hot here from VanBradley. I know you're not expecting this level of high-quality gameplay, but we're killing it. And then in Bursa, Amphitheater, Art Museum. Wonderful. What did we flip? Kanya. Oh. Ah. Cool. The 9-city, as far as I remember being told, the 9-city radius is based from the city center, regardless of where the Great Works are. I'm happy to be wrong on that. It doesn't really change what we're doing, because I'm just kind of moving things around. I could have sworn it was from the city center. Lisbon! We got it. Cool. So now let's get a homie over here to go and see what the dealio is, because we're gonna have to start flipping this. I will be keeping Kanya and I will be keeping Lisbon. Papian 1 point. So we're gonna start with Papiana. They might put a governor there, but that won't hold forever. This is a great spot. Papian's gonna go Lagash at 12 or at 13, so we're chipping away. You have nowhere else. There's not a single city to trade with. Go to Guayaquil then. God, this map is huge, eh? Look at this, the pink blob of destruction. Can you do this in vanilla Civ 6? No, I don't think so. Although Get Me a Bagel is a really cool username, so I appreciate your existence. I don't think you can do this in vanilla. I could swear loyalty is part of a. Oh yeah, Civ-Ass is going 8. I could have sworn loyalty is coming in at a DLC. Eleanor might be in a DLC too, almost certainly, because that's loyalty mechanics. But okay, let's move some music up to these cities just to start the process with Gilga, bro. Cali, Kumanya, Rapa Nui, Amboise for music. We can get it out of Paris. Loyalty is added in Rise and Fall. Yeah. Yep. Out of Paris. We took all these cities a while ago. Rapa Nui. Amboise. Maybe some writing. Can we move some writing around? Yep, from Paris. We're kind of in this area here. Kumanya. Great. Yep, out of Paris into Cali. Santa Marta. There we go. That's a little bit more pressure in this general vicinity now. Yeah, I just didn't play a lot of Vanilla Civ 6. I came in at Rise and Fall being released, and so that was when TGM was doing his big thing that I really enjoyed, and that's when I got into it. And then the pandemic happened after Gathering Storm, and then I was like, I'm just going to stream this because I'm bored. I remember one of my first ever streams, we played on King difficulty and got our absolute door knocked in. And so I'm pretty stoked that we've eventually made it from that low. Oh my god, more. Not trash talking any of the king players, but like from where we were to where we are now. It's been a journey. All right, let's get some great works of writing in. Yeah, definitely up in Rapa Nui. I know I can just move them, but I'm lazy. Opening the screen gives me anxiety. Just moving the Great Writer up is happier. Boom, a monk. You shall flip Papayan. +4. Oh, they had to put Victor in. They had to put Victor in, cheaters. Miserable cheaters. Still 20 turns to the next era. Am I really going to have to finish this game another time? We've got power in our cities now. 2,360. American Hustle was a good movie. Dude's joining the conversation from like an hour ago. American Hustle got overshadowed by Wolf of Wall Street. I love Wolf of Wall Street. I think if you watch Wolf of Wall Street and took like a positive message from it, you're probably not doing it correctly. But as a film, does Sivas have anywhere I can... Not really. We're going to keep it for the vibes, though. Istanbul, +3.6. Okay, we had a little bit of work to do. You got 2 charges left, though. No stress. Here's what we do. We sauce down a theater square on this rock. We get that next turn. We move towards Istanbul. In the meantime... We hit them with the cultists because they can't do anything about it. They're not getting +10 loyalty. So we just hit them with our best shot until we topple them over. And then it's just Gilgabro. And then we take all great works over here. Theater Square Festival. Just, you know what? Who cares? Oh, bread and circuses will be very helpful for Papayan. Emily Dickinson. Okay. Let's just get some random power in Bursa, because why not? All right, now that we have power available, there's a lot more cities that can get builders that I'd feel happy about. We've not really been building a ton. I don't want to overdo it because I don't want this game to take too long, but you can never have enough builders. Let's just get some of the cities powered up and see how we're doing. Got Civ 6 in 2024, 800 hours already. Nice. You've only ever used secret societies and monopolies. Ah, 2 great options. I think secret societies genuinely add something to the game. Heroes and Legends just breaks the game, but in a way that I find enjoyable. Makes achieving victory. Yo, do you remember that Venetian arsenal we were building like a million turns ago?
Which in time of peace.
Turns out we got it.
I am a big proponent of harnessing the power of fusion.
Thank you, Joe Rom, Sean Bean. Sean Bean, Joe Rom. I am a big proponent. I still want a content creator narrator pack in Civ 7. Who do I need to talk to at 2K? Or for access to make that a thing? Like, I want my Bose pack. I want my Potato pack. I want my VanBradley pack. I will happily narrate all the lines. I want my Philomena Kunk pack. I just want narrator options in my Civ game. Is that too much to ask? I still think I think like if you want to make money selling stuff, don't make more DLC. I'll buy that anyway. Give me a Philomena Kunk. I'll pay $100. That's my offer. $100 for a Philomena Kunk narrator for Civ. I genuinely think that's the funniest possible thing you could do to a video game. Just the voice. Like, I mean, she would do it stupidly because her character, like the character Diane Morgan is playing is really not stupid, but just so unaware. But just it's just the voice that I want. Like, and then just the unawareness of what she's talking about is so funny. Who would be another good option for a narrator in like a funny way? Like, who are our funny narrator options? Philomena Kunk. Christopher Walken, obviously. Can you imagine a Christopher Walken narrated Civ experience? That would be incredible. Sam Jackson's would be good though. Sam Jackson's would be gangster as hell. I want it to be bad in the best. I want it to be one of those like so bad it's good. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's get some stuff into. We got some great work of writing now. We can go Marseille into Sivas because in Sivas we're just trying to flip the capital really quick. Yeah, we'll go Amboise over maybe. Then an art. Yeah, we'll just go Amboise over for now. I don't know what Amboise is putting pressure on. Yeah, I mean, the Rapa Nui one is nice, but I'd rather just put pressure on Istanbul till it's gone and then come back. Because, like, fundamentally, he put a governor in the only city we were close to. Oh, he's got 0 now, but I've moved a bunch of stuff. All right, this is achievable. I think we just, like, spam out Istanbul first. And there we go. We've got another relic. So, like, in the relic screen, we can start moving some over to Konya. Like, Porto can go back to... Oh, maybe there's no good options. All right, we'll just leave them. We'll get Istanbul and party. Hey, VB, would love to come and watch, but I'm kind of staying away from everything Civ until the release. Trying to go in blind as I can. No worries, gal. Go in as blind as you can. I won't spoil it for you. Yeah, make sure you don't watch the channel, though. I saw someone in Reddit being like, oh my god, I have to unsubscribe from all my favorite Civ content creators. And I was like, that does sound like it sucks a little bit. Like, if you wanted to go in blind, we're not making it easy for you, so I appreciate you're fighting the good fight. I apologize for my small part in making your life more difficult. Why is the YouTube stream like 10 seconds behind what I'm doing? Come on, YouTube, get it together. I'm watching myself on YouTube right now, and I'm like, oh, that's like uncannily behind. Like, not too behind, but just a little bit. All right, what did we flip? It wasn't Istanbul. Oh, nothing flipping out. Dilbat is still alive. Plus 15, that's crazy. Why are these turns taking so long? There we go. I didn't spend all of Twitch's money on this computer for the turns to take. Oh, Coimbra. You'll make up for it with all the content you consume after. Hey, no one's mad at you. You're doing the thing that's best for you. Reminds me of the delay on live TV to ensure no more Janet Jackson. Well, the thing is, I made sure to wear a turtleneck. Like, there's no additional skin on stream right now. I thought about that before I started, and I was like, how do I make sure I don't have my Janet Jackson moment? And so I got a turtleneck. I'm like, let's cover up as much as possible to make sure that we don't have any issues with the TOS. Eiffel Towers, like, we're France. Would love to build it in Paris, but like a little bit of roleplay is pretty fun. Albin. Just protect the industrial zone, Albin. That's a cool name. Anyone whose name is Albin, I trust to protect an industrial zone with their life. We need to have nowhere... Like, the amount of builders we need to have anywhere near enough power for all this is crazy. Istanbul's down 0.4 now, so it's going to be a march. We're going to need cultists to feed into the system here. How do you have so much movement and this guy can't move at all? Well, one of those people has their running shoes from Pokemon on, and one of them hasn't gone back to the town to see their parents yet. Justin Timberlake's just hiding behind you. Shit! He'll foil the plan. Oh, is a vampire and they're gonna give +1 loyalty? I'll cry. It's going to give +1 loyalty. It's gonna be plus 0.6 now, isn't it? Don't you dare get plus 0.6. I'll have to move a whole nother great work over. However shall I figure it out? No, everyone's just passing by. I mean, I am declaring war, but more via art. I think it would be very funny to create an OnlyFans and then post civilization content on it. I genuinely think that's funny. And I genuinely think there's a non-zero amount of money I could milk from the community to do that. I think if I said I had an OnlyFans and all I posted was Civ tutorials, someone would find that funny. I know OnlyFans isn't for the thing OnlyFans is known for being. I don't want to get too far into it on stream when this is going to go on YouTube. YouTube doesn't like talking about it, but I think it's mostly for what it's known for doing. I think there's a reason people still choose to stay on Patreon, is what I'm saying. However, I'm willing to commit to the bit. If I had enough people that I knew for a fact would give me a couple bucks a month just to like make the meme, I could stream it shirtless. Oh, you're right. You're so right. We could do shirtless stream as a perk. Congratulations, everyone. You come over to the OnlyFans. Oh, the shirtless tutorial series would be a hit, I'm sure. Firaxis would love it. No, we'd wait until well, that's the thing, is once you put it behind a paywall, Firaxis isn't paying for my OnlyFans. Are you kidding? They'll never know. Plus, if I didn't ruin my relationship with 2K and Firaxis with my Founders Edition video, I don't think they're gonna like hunt out my OnlyFans to find out. Can you imagine getting to an OnlyFans page and seeing Civ content? That'd be amazing. I'm kind of in for this bit. I'm a little bit into doing this for a bit and just creating it and posting like a Civ video on it and then just seeing how the community reacts. Make it like $1. Like, I don't actually want to take money from people on OnlyFans. Carl would know. Carl always knows. He'd find a way to find out. I don't think anyone's going to come and subscribe to it, but I think someone would tell him maybe. That would be, you know what I should do? I should get the OnlyFans and then wear like one of those tops where the shoulders are exposed. And that can be my scandalous.
If there is any work in the
Still minus 0.04, so we're 2 turns away. I could get the headphones with cat ears. This is getting pretty funny. Like a very like, I'd want it to be I would absolutely do it for the bit if we could come up with a way to make it a satire on the OnlyFansification of that website. Right? Like, I don't want to be honest, no shade at what people do on OnlyFans. Like, I'm happy they found a platform to do the thing they're doing and all the rest. So I want it to be like a satire in good taste. But a good taste, well thought out satire would be very funny. I think there'd be an audience for the meme on that one. These turn timers are making me anxious every time. I'm like, which city am I getting this turn? See, Portugal's smart, though. He's got this oil city, good economy coming out of selling all that in Tomar. Not going to get eliminated from the game. All right, come on, Istanbul. Let's roll.
You can never plan the
Okay, next turn it is. All right, now we wait next turn and then we go over to the right. Although I think we might have to go over to the right tomorrow. I don't know how much time I have left. I gotta go to the gym still. I gotta go to the gym tonight and I gotta cook tonight. That's like 2 things I gotta do tonight still. Because I am a hungry boy. I'm hungry. What did I have? I think when I got home from work, I just had potatoes. I think I just cut up like 2 potatoes into things, air fried them. Put some, what was it, honey garlic sauce on them. They were delicious though. Yeah, Istanbul. All right. This is a good place to call it. We did good. We got Istanbul. I do got to go to the gym tonight, though. I got to stay fit. I got to stay in shape. This OnlyFans account we're talking about is not gonna get anywhere if I don't go for a run tonight. So, just in the shoulders, we're doing shoulder workouts only. We're running a tasteful OnlyFans one day. All right, we'll call it there. That was a good stream, though. Thanks, as always, for Twitch and YouTube for hanging out, for having a good time. I appreciate you. You're all amazing. Thanks for keeping the conversation light and fun. Thanks for asking good questions about Civ 7, but not trying to get me to go to Take-Two jail. I'm glad I've avoided Take-Two jail for another day. I will be very stress-free when Civ 7 is released, and I can just talk about the whole thing. So that'll be fun. But thank you all so much for hanging out. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you next time to finish this game up. Thank you.